That's all. Say you start and you making sure no. Say no, we have to make sure your births and deaths registry has to be keyed into this thing. Yeah, one amount unique number, but you amount national insurance number now Social Security of America, and one now you should have for life. So, and it's a good idea. Yeah. Because now everybody is being encouraged to have a Ghana card, which is a good idea. It's a unique form of identification for everyone. It's one of the good policies. Making sure every Ghanaian in this country, whether you were born here or not, you have one. So, and name as a strong IT platform. Because now saying the course is a
what they about. I say, good morning, Mr. Speaker. In fact, Kwabena Japan is a true Ghanaian. He never thinks of his own party, but rather put the issues of the heart of the people to bear. Exactly what we expect our leadership to do. Kwabena is doing exactly what the people want to hear. God bless him so much for his sympathy. And Same Edifri Bonuri Ede Abba. Same Bedasene message and pay Edifri Bonuri Ede Abba. Some more Facebook and so namin kenka no Abdullah Muntaka Ediaba, also Kwabena Japan is one of a kind, honest and straightforward. May Allah bless him for Muntaka Odiawode Abanono. Ken Rashid Ediaba was watching you live in Temagov City. Good show by all standard. Kesben FM, you are everywhere. Kwabena Japan, my regards to him. Bernard Ediaba was good morning, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Kwabena Japan is indeed a great patriot. Ghanaians must be proud of him. No matter the circumstances, he's still a Ghanaian first. We bless him for his kind heart. Emmanuel Jermaine, anyway, Ediaba, if Amenado did the reshuffling, the lost confidence towards his governance would have been restored. He needs to act as early as possible. Kwabena J has told him the truth in the face. They must listen. This government is lacking a listening ear. And what they are, Nana upon Sapon, anyway, at the Abba, or see, if not for pride, Kwabena should be consulted by all standard. He is not somebody to be sitting on the fence for this government to happen. The lack of such competent people within this government is what has brought us this far. And Nana upon what they are. Obed Asari, Eddie Abba, or say, get the right people. Cut the waste. That is exactly what Kwabena Japan is telling the NP government. They must listen. He's always on point and has never deviated from his clear stance and principles. Sana Wade Abba. Abba Zakari Ede Abba. Say good morning to you, Mr. Speaker, and your team. Kwabena Japan, in fact, has won my heart this morning. A truthful person, straight and honest person. The party must listen to him regardless. Anna Wade Abba. Thank you very much. Isaac Amankwadi Abba. Or say, Obuase Super Mambo Hotel and Odiwe everyone. Mr. Speaker, I like engineer Kwabena Japan because he's bold and speaks the truth. But the only problem is that the members of the steering committee will always not listen to him. Why don't he say it within the meetings? NDC will use this as a propaganda tool against the NPP. And what they have, engineers. So those are a couple of messages. I would have a lot more. Ego so eba yeko yadimono yabekin kai be at the amount 38 minutes after 8. Checking your time in the studio. This is Kesben 92.9, Kesben 93.3, Kumasi, and then in Patemu, baby, I will be in the Western North, and then Bono regions, Nina and Wutiano Paya. Yeah, that was it. But I'm also engineer. Very important issues are here, Babe Costoness. Your party, the people of Ashanti region are telling you some more failure. You've seen the demonstrations at ECOSO. Just this Wednesday, we did a press conference at Yekovaye with Mamponting Paramount Chiefs at Womo Kachemo say in Kwabri East. That is where a chunk of vote in the Ashanti region, Efriba. The good people of the Ashanti region is telling the party, Munyamu highest vote if in that region. They say, more failure. Mobile development be a maya. When you hear some of these things, as a true person, free region, the more urban, your response to that?
Kwame, it's not correct. If you are talking about road infrastructure, I'm a civil engineer, and I speak with a certain level of experience and knowledge in that part. This government, over the last 4 or 5 years, has touched more roads than any government in the history of this country. It's a fact. And you have to do that. What I worry about maybe is the value for money. Value for money, whether that amount of money that was used for this amount of roads could have been used for more. that is another matter. So, and I think so we should stop being sectional.
Okay.
We are Ghanaians first. Parties are put into office to run the country. You cannot say me Asante, me for Asante, yes, me for Yoko as Gomampom, but that is secondary to the fact that I'm Ghanaian.
Okay.
So if I see the government doing something good, I will say it. And areas as I catch on also, Shisha Nemakaka and Sumeka. Road sector, I think they've done a lot, much better than most governments have done. It's a fact. Although I have issues with be a prioritizing certain roads.
Okay.
It is true. Be a quadrate. There's a major road. We Kenya side a very critical link. I mean, that is a critical. If you want to prioritize even economic routes of the road, say free so you have to prioritize. And again, Yenisikano. And apart from saying Yenisikano, no, kakra no. Adia 2 cities near the amount buying 10 cities. That is where the problem is. And even the existence of the so-called procurement agency, I have never believed in because all they do is
it was a ministry.
Well, I mean, it was during our time, and it's one of the issues that I really never agree with my boss, Mr. Kofo.
It was a ministry.
I never believed in it because I think every entity should understand procurement and do their own procurement. And different types of procurement can be done by different professions. So doctors say procurement, and the same as engineers say because all machines now more kototon, omnimu. And so if you have a procurement agency that is just issuing letters for selective, the biane
contractors.
That is a big issue. That is a big problem. So with them shown. Inti messe minuan santifo. Ghana for first. Okay. I don't want people to create the impression say Asante Force. No, it is wrong. Yes, it is true. Say, the massive every party has a base. Until you do things to make sure your base is solid, to ignite your base, create enthusiasm and happiness. But I think what is going on, and again, the political leadership of the party in Ashanti to be up and doing. Because that's why we have national security. These signals should be picked up. Say, you talk to them. Any buo kasapa, and yet a hand time, and yet a wave of the hand. As if they were power there, you'll be a canon, you find you. That is why you have a political machinery in the Ashanti region.
Okay.
So, them, John. And there's national security. They should provide intelligence. It's a failure of intelligence gathering. So the Minister of National Security should hold himself responsible, should look at himself. How is it that such a thing happened, nobody picked it up, that was going to happen, so that you alert and do the things? But many people kasa cry and sana penina druho ni. I mean, what is happening is that nobody wants to accept responsibility for the work they are doing.
And this government?
Yeah, and well, I mean, for the work they are doing. I mean, just it. So, because monitoring and evaluation, I'm okay.
Yeah.
That is the duty of the chief of staff.
And it's only a ministry.
Well, that is why we have a central authority at the Jubilee House.
Okay.
I've been part of government before. I've worked in the presidency for close to 6 years. I know how these things work. I have considerable experience in these areas. So with them, John. And either there's a failure of intelligence gathering or it's a failure of communication. Now, BBC and no heads roll. The heads should roll. And people then will not feel enabled and motivated to do the right thing. There's a lot of roads that have been done in the Ashanti region.
Okay.
But of course, it be a prioritization because me baby I'm vote now I'm making sure at least major link be the mayor.
Okay.
So with them children. But and no cry the young cannot cry. So if you look at the amount of works being done right now around the country, interchange is near there. On that score, I would say that the government has done very well. Yeah. But I mean, there's no reason why an important link is the free muha. Of Anko to Insawam. should be in this state. First and foremost, it should never be allowed to deteriorate. Engineers, a friend, when it has failed the serviceability limit state, roads should have a maintenance program. And Agana, engineers, because was a 3 years, net down. 3 solid years. Within one night, 30 minutes. I mean, they have Ghana Highway Authority, Misano. Every road had a supervisor.
Okay.
Every road in the country. So road foreman, road supervisor, to the district engineer, to the regional engineer. I don't know the structure now. But so you have what we call line diagrams. We are reporting on the state of the road frequently. And it's a Tokro Pioha, a whole responsibility. And then we used to have the mobile maintenance unit.
Okay. You could see some more rounds near the quota.
And to me, my quarter room, I still manso. Time I tachometric survey, Yamansa Road, and a say for long periods near the room as young engineers. And vertical alignment, horizontal alignment, near the Survey and Design Department. Mr. Saruku, on the boss of highways at the time. So, and these things, I don't know what pertains now, meaning the ecosystem say, but yeah, I'm shocked. And some of the interventions, they're very simple. Okay. Look, how is it? Yes, Niska. Look, there are a lot of small-time contractors. You're probably be single-man contractors. To be able to a road media and then you do a broom and you need picture. How? And no, and Nasani probably paid in a cabia 200,000, it be 300,000. Me, I serve on the Ghana Chamber of Construction Industry. Not me, a representative of the Ghana Institution of Engineering. Many contractors in now. Oh, my son, my mobile. Sikaba, when you been to I advise, who can advise? Me advise here. Says Sikanaba, you're finding nan comarcas for no. So, Uche bitu, Ubuha, 300,000. A bid you cry 50,000. Dear, no, woman, a bit my demonstration, the contractor can say a bit my demonstration. On ye.
Very well.
One way be in the dorsal. And tis any Usika, a dear bro, 100 million. You move 30 billion cry. Never three woman dorsal so. Sika, what the my contractors are. Be any be. One more free cement, iron rods, we, no workers. So, Nanso, Uberenescano. I can say for one corner, a dear
many engineer na 18 come 47 after 8 and check your Kobodo ABC. We almost done an hour, but still not conversation no more. Engineer, very important. No person will break it. That's something possible. We have direct question. No person will break it.
First and foremost, me sloganeering cry.
Okay.
What I hate in my life is sloganeering. What I believe in is hard work. And yet, and who another near the kind of say, so on them sure. You have to be serious about winning the elections because media must share the history of Ghana. Yeah, tradition. We have not been fortunate.
Okay.
We haven't even ruled Ghana for 20 years. Who do Amenado 8? The Kakufo 8 at 16. Who the Buzi at 2.5 counts at 18.5. Out of 65 years of independence of this country. Mr. Wojidi as an MPP. Nanka business community in Niger, they have the confidence in us because we have the policy and the lineage and the philosophy, a support to business. So, until a businessman who can't say, so, me and family say, criticize keke. In fact, we have as government. Go and sit with them, dialogue with them. For instance, and then the amount of things is complicated, it is confusing, and important, you are at the mercy of the customs officer or whoever is there. Because who crowd in the then the state loses money. Simplify it and say, bottle obi a 1 cedi. Mo bi e wo se me the bottle buy me 1 cedi. no moment ko kase bottle near Baltic ba ku ye Adam say friends na ni hwan na ukla phone e bi Samsung e bi Huawei e bi say there be simplified cars so simplified so we are simpler and if the guys know say Ghana for they like to pay their taxes they are law abiding citizens na mum wo gidie say the omude ma on wo hwesu yi na say enkusi yi a na afi mo pekwan adoje they then begin to cut corners. So who them shown. And these are things I quite remember Kojoban Radio. I was quite close to him. When I was press secretary and I was finance minister, trying to see to cut down the amount of steps that you have to go through. And there's one thing I've always talked about. So we've created the Ministry of Finance as a super ministry.
Yeah.
Why is it that we create more health as a finance minister in Ethiopia? Why? When the money flows into the central kitty,
distribute
as a we are the
allocation.
So we supply our drugs as and the Ministry of Health. Ubakonia since we answer the
Ministry of Finance.
Director of Budget for her controller. I mean, look, we have to simplify this process. And people, my wife keeps talking about chaos beneficiary theory. Or see, people benefit from the chaos until they like the chaotic situation. I don't know, I'm a road contractor, I'm a Minister of Rosa. Marcos and BBR engineers are certified minister. Yes, it means finance. Why? And finance minister after finance minister have always tried to claim the theft. And it is not helpful to their country. It is not. It is because you works in house now. As a minister, not to meet you on a car.
Okay.
Education, as a education account. These are things within our competence to change. Laws, no. My home. And yes, you're home betoying. You're the high.
Yeah. And yeah, my question was direct. I still come back to it. 8 move to me breaking.
I'm very confident that Mampenity they're making. No, taking certain steps. I know that by reviving the enthusiasm of our party base. Look, well, many places MPP you don't say NDC for. I can tell if you count heads, you don't say.
By the level, we are 6 million each.
Not each.
Per buy, you know.
Near the gap, 500,000. And males or they say 30,000, they say, the president, 500,000 is a healthy lead. So, but I don't just say complacent.
Okay.
So if we rally our base, no more Kasay, you need a bow, a Kenyan, near more who said the grassroots are not fully detached, especially the youth of the country. We have to speak the language, a bit inspire their confidence. We need leadership that inspires confidence in the youth for them to see, say, there's hope and that this country is worth dying for. My political doctrine is based on 3 S's: service, sacrifice, and selflessness. And if you are a politician and you don't have those character traits, don't go near it. Me consume President Kufuor for close to 6 years. Man, kase me ko increase in real estate. Me die am a team right now. I built it from my sweat as a civil engineer for my consulting practice, and I live there in East Legon. I'm totally against those things. That's my personal view. But I'm against those things. So them John, you go there to go and serve so juma. Yes, I feel now most of my money I made was from my own practice.
Leadership then NPP here to be able to do this. As a party, leadership
I
know some interest. I know said Dr. Baumia, the leader of the economic management team, the trade minister were interested, a Greek minister were interested. At this current state, a part room, you know, what sort of leadership?
That's what I've talked to you about. Decisive leadership, a leader that understands people, that cares for people, that loves people. Decisive and disciplined, tough, prepared to take the tough decisions. Because political administration, especially in a third world country like Ghana, a developing country, be tough. You've got to take him out. No. the interest of the state is paramount, very important. So we need decisive leadership that can connect with the grassroots of the party. And the grassroots, they know. So when we talk about KAA, Kwabena Japan, he's one whose record in this party is there for all to see from 1991, 1992,
yes, but
through the years.
That is a good one, but I've heard people also say, sir, in this coming race, Abu Bekomono, Ndru also here. Two
Sakasa.
Yes, what was it Ndru? So that is what the people are saying.
Sakasa, I didn't Ndru so. I didn't Ndru me so. And I'm not even interested in that. The most important thing is we have time-honored traditions. Okay. And then why are we interested behind? Now do I this idea? All around the country. And there's a Hamlin Nabokakopio, say Pussy Go, say Jewi Wafo, say Afram Plinso. You've got to go to every corner of the country, show respect to the delegates, or more than 2 million warm size in their bosom. No matter what, man. It's never there. The fact of the matter is, the president is completing his second term until there will be a new face.
Yes.
So of them shown. And I think right now in this country, what we need is a new era, a new thinking, a new orientation, even about politics. Because politics is even more lucrative than business. In any country, politics is more lucrative than business. The country does not develop. We should learn to be simple as politicians. And it's not about the mad scramble for material things. So, and to be a who say, at the crowd cry, a clamor for a who fason. Mrs. Many Cacro. Be also Miss Acolans, by Yam Bezami Bomb agent there in Colariamasio. Almost made D45. So, and it's absolutely vital, say, we reconnect with our party. And then we take the discourse, political discourse. It will reduce unity. There are people who think, say, politics now is all be kasa ya, I know ya. A booming, and that's also because of ABF Nema internet. You know, create mission if you know the program. Now, when we pay a buche, Casabia, Omo Casadi Tiaman Penia, and Yefe, it's Angaman. I see a deep boomer and penny for. I have for near day. And no, say you cannot disagree with them, like I disagree with some of the things that have happened. Yeah. But respectfully, the medium. So, now, Casani Buhamitio television. So, I begin to wonder, do we have a National Communications Authority? Do we have a National Media Commission? A lot of things are happening in this country. SA can was a mere politics in Kwan. And I'm very passionate about some of these things. Parenting in our country. And then a giant colon, as if say, there's a major issue in this country. It never gets reported. Sexual harassment at workplaces. It's something that is very serious. It's happening in this country. A strong member of the men's fellowship. I'm a worshipper of Mount Sinai. So, I always preach this thing. Ma young Nkola school. Now, who interview 30, a move 28, Beccacho say, or Copejuma, he's been asked for sexual favors. Is this something that we should be doing as a country? It's something that we don't speak up against. Even the women, the so-called women, are more emancipation women, and once they have equal representation in parliament, that is not here. They hear, and this and Crawford can't Crawford will be a deserve of a position in farmer because he's not satisfying the whims and caprices.
What is your vision for the party? Your vision. But we need to be precise. Say an MPP delegate, Kotuaba. Na Kwabena Japan,
because they know that right now what we need is a courageous, compassionate, competent, and a committed leader. Because if you are committed to the grassroots, if you know the history of this party and the suffering that we have been through from 1991, having been in opposition for close to 30 years before we got power in 2000, you value the power until they need someone who has the institutional knowledge of this tradition. And that person is me.
I believe says that trait we so to Obama as general secretary, but we do manage me and Mary.
Of course, we all know what happened. Ghana, if you are straight talking and you are fair and you are not prepared to be manipulated, you always come under heat, a lot of heat. And I know, so all that happened was engineered to remove me, because some people were finding it difficult to deal with the fact that I made me a forthright, straight and honest. What you see is what you get. I mean, Patrick's, there are no tricks. I'll tell you straight in the. If I disagree with you, I'll tell you.
So how prepared are you to deal with such same system? Because party in the system.
Who tells you that is the party? It's not the party. The party has laid down rules and regulations for these things. Those things were you to change. Party constitution. So general secretary and you suspended no. You set him aside for 1 month and send him back to Congress. It's there. Our lawyer for Kukudam party so much to train. Na nipa na koye meetings here suspended former chairman Afoko. One, that in my view, and I've said it many times. I have the list of the people who signed that document.
I will buy against you.
The chairman was not there. He did not organize the meeting. And you know, when you have a party that has rules and regulations, we all have to follow it. Those regulations were never followed. In fact, for the party. Me, for instance, at the current year, you saw me say suspend the party chairman of Okan. I'm saying, I'm saying suspension. I must suspend the party chairman. And the reason why I don't want to keep harping on these things, I mean, I've gone past it. Some of them, I've gone past it. And a lot of them say what happened was not the best. Some of them, because Ansana, a figure like a chairman, say best suspend. That is why it be a very serious monumental. Say I would say, what is a dear partner, say Paula Foucault, they catch them, and I'm moving at TV.
There was allegation of information, a leaky elbow party, no meeting.
How? Executives. I was the one who said, nobody should even enter the room with your phones. And then it has become a practice. They know it. You can call my personal assistant. He's now an MP. Opuku Ansa OPK. And I call Musa Superior. They will be holding my phones in my office as I sit in the meeting. So those were all concocted, but we don't want to go back there. Some of them, John, I've dealt with that.
I mean, because presidential ambition. I know you have it. So, for this
I have indicated that I'm going.
You are going.
It's not just an ambition.
It's
not about myself or about the ambition. It's about my passion to see to the transformation of our country.
But I want go through the party. I
don't make and I'll go. My name say party fund. They do now the vote that I got in Tamale, it was the last properly elected general secretary to this one. And I defeated Sir John by over 1,500 votes. When it wasn't close, 300 It was big. Because party for no, they recognize me, they know. They don't know me personally. Only them to me who check. As some party Tamale in 1992, I call 30 years. Out to national television. So sometimes when I catch me, I didn't know one page TV. Some of them 22 could now so genuine OBS and so me I call me for it. And I suffered a lot for it. So until him say Kwabnade and no cray pepe now before I exited office, in one day we organized 251 parliamentary elections in this country, primaries. Smoothly. Now, I say 169 because who the idea to quem now who's a uchinchim obisa who yes that is what brings the harmony.
Unity.
That's right. Nanyasa obehena for Twaba. They said they see Nancy. Now regional chairman 15 out of 16. One regional television so SMO support to one candidate. Where the Twaba, some person to that's the reason why the IGP or the Chief Justice or the Chief of Defense Staff will not come openly campaigning for a party. But some vote on Twaba. So, until when you are in a responsible position like a chairman of a region, you are the father for everybody. Because, candidates, they say, you best start here. I see a troll letter. Say, Chairman, Mr. Region. That's already well declared, how do you then receive it? Oh, Untina, okay, say, only preference.
Yeah.
Even Obikra Kwana person didn't check, and how be can say publicly. You have no faith coming out publicly for one cabinet colleague. No, I didn't.
But still, like cost.
Okay, this is my motherland, lady Ghana tiny. Anything I go talk, you get a tiny. Bo, Bonnia, hey, Bonnie Dan hey. Many me feel the hikati and many won't pay. Malabahi can you feel the Bajamin Cabo? When you look on India, I will me capable. I promise on my own, I'm over Taya and Shona. But in off Mina Sana, Nibukuna no Shona.
Yawaena, Zumanchi Afiko May, Koan Kabila Capito, Zahida Kai. Banda bumbanci mu daina zalunci ubangijin Allah wai ma zumunci ya fi komai annan Muhammad wai ma zumunci ya fi komai iyayenmu wai ma zumunci ya fi komai
See, this is not a peace song, it's a love song. Peace and Ghana getting married, keep the love strong. See, a peace we cannot risk. War at home is like cardiac arrest, cause home is where the heart is. Let the trumpets sound victory. The battle that we won is a battle for a peace. We promise on the honor that we'll never fight again, cause Ghana is a happy place of joy we should defend.
Get up, what's up, motherland? I don't feel like Obidi and Afia. I'm in love with you now. Tamajiba Majihada Mabiata was a young will a doji love for from Gakachale. How? From the big six, you still to fix things. Mawa Hamakafu was Chicago will reach this.
If they won't make it be, nobody for fight, we they need for a peace. Yeah, income boom. Is it with huh? If we to protect the nation, Mother God and anyone I save it. Oh yeah.
About the peace, hey, about our summer day, Kurjan, about the PP, hey, I want to know. Now, summer day, walk, hey, from a wabo, walk out some chon once, say, many bay use on killing you if you are, which if you won't pay for, I'm also who are when you did your cocoto. A lady be okay, palace, a lady more okay, ballet, a lepus you call okay, ballet. I'm out with you in. It's all about a peace. Hey, Baloba.
Phones in a doom, stores out to doom, police say you foom, and we say soon, to pay papa, depending on high, Mwashakuma Muma, Memina Danima, Papa, don't know what it is, room, what's the Mudania to say, Gem, over BBC.
Anna, it's no more.
Picture free me, they am no war.
So that the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons and daughters of God. Hey, we pray for love, we pray for peace, we pray for unity. To make our nation better.
All right, people. I don't for me more kwaba more trust and you may. And I said that's from Emma from Denver, Colorado. And you may so no. Onyankopo ada Roma, oba de Diana Bedu. I know, sir, I'm saying I watch your mono. Want me and tea and can't one fan chain. Sunny ammonium no, a Juma Sam, and a adagea and my quine. And so Yankupo ada Roma, or the air bedroom and na ya dia sedas ronko, and a ye near the man was, sir. What Jimre? Now do a video to us. I'm not ready, Sonny. Fire for fire. Near course on our watch him when you know. Ya dear movie a bro. Minim say what it be papa. And then so I no abba. And then say, ya be person mrenu drew swa. Johnny and live. And why a video so now so for a drink tray. Sonko Fabra. And on the ma agrono. Ayed. Mami Francis from Kwama Miria Amansan Buafo. What's here and what for Juma Dia so live? Our Melton Kings and no, our UK Maimu Anadri. Amansan Babia Obiano and Chia and come out. Amansan FM. Eno ewo Melton King. Ebio mamemfa kwanya suna menchie nuanom ne adofo nyina. Wodo na fidie ato ase anwumre. Ene kwasiada. Obade no dia cheye. And Chiasun Kunkoma na says man of Worcester, Massachusetts. Na menchia ante asantua ene Mr. Pepra and so Connecticut and you Susu bibi pebi na fapua Ghana osi na Ghana beye ye. That is a onyuntufo no ankasa kura nimse. Eni da so ho. Eni da so ho ma oman Ghana. Enya se ne ebekọ no ani ni se ne ebeka no ni. Obo ade nyankopon na nam se nani ku oman Ghana ho na odo ne ma na odo oman Ghana ntino. Menim say obedum ye na obeboy emre di mu ne yewai enema nkwa yie di enso onyame na nkasa ensa wom All right. Mama Fanchia Zonkoma Antiagi or New Jersey anumere. Na Ebi Anto Uncle Joe of Fosoyima and our Faye Christopher and Yanum Yana Ewa New Jersey and Tiankoma Manumere. Ka and Suna Mintia Uncle Frank of Edmonton na Ebinto Openyi Amosakodom Gifsi Abasa Wafaya John Mr. Tommy Mr. Omani Buama Sister Philly and our fair Juliana and you know with him live from Toronto, Canada. And you mentioned come on. Mr. Omani Echampo, excuse me, and your Mane Buama, Omani Echampo, opening the chow, Papa. All right, there goes another one, the powerful one, our Father, the Lord's Prayer. This is from the lips. From the late Alfred Benjamin Crystal. Yeah, do one our friend A.B. Crystal. Mama fast down in Chiason Emma Okonfo Ewo Connecticut. Now Ebi into the big chief. Ebi Nkoma Nana Ama also in Connecticut. And then you know what see me our Connecticut and you may know and then Chiason Kumam. And Chiankoma Jessica Mame Ewo New York.
Nike.com. That would be done on it. I said to some heaven, give us our daily bread. Oh Lord. Father, forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptations, but deliver us from evil. Deliver us from evil. Oh Lord.
Mamintia, my own Dr. Achi and Chankoma Achi, our Manchester, UK. Even Koma Achi's friend Kofi, and of course, Mr. President is in London. Now I'm in Franchise from Consumer Sawa. I'm powerful bracket too. It's also outside London. Anyway, Chanko. I'm in Sister Joyce of Delaware, and of course, Sister Kate of Delaware.
That is the kingdom, the power and the glory. Have mercy upon us. Give us more blessings forever and ever. Forever and ever. Amen. Oh, Major.
All right, people. I'm in Franchise from Koma, Mr. Pierre Dankwa of Denver, Colorado. Now, it being Koma, Madam Chair, and so our Denver, Colorado, MPP USA. I'm in Chiakape, our Chicago. Now, it be Nkoma, Efua Dixon. Florence Efua Dixon in Chicago, Mayu of Chicago, Mama Christie of Chicago, Nana Edu Jemfi of Chicago. One from China. Let me say.
Susu bibi baby, Abwagana, Nagana Bayo, Namiyo, if you know. Susu bibi baby.
All right, people. Ekoswa de aseda enenchia de ma adofo no anuanom nyina amenchia justice wo Japan. And also the big one goes to Ofakwame of France. Lawyer, baby I will be a mature on your marriage. Church on Consoma, Prof. Ali, our Plano, Texas, Dallas, and and an impatel. And you ain't young Amenado for me. Maxam Venture. Listen to us live from Ghana. Mr. Openyi Kwabena Ofori. Young Command. I'm walking off for Sweden. It's also in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'll be a new range here and come out. A be and so Openyi Kwame Boat. Ben Rivers. And all the guys. And one Atlanta, Georgia, and you married. What's him? I'm in Fanchats on command. Wanangu Kaya in this. Ghana money is in this. Ujon Peduchre is in this. Mr. and Mrs. Mary Sapo is in Alexandra. Virginia. This is from Ernesto Poku. Enjoy this rhythm and the lyrics. Very inspirational, very powerful. Chiasunko and Koma Mr. Steven Tufor is in Philly. And also Mrs. Victoria Ajakun is in Texas. And at your war, they are in Texas. Good evening. Good evening to each and everyone out there. Now do a video tour with him in line. Maxam Ventures, Mr. Openyi Kwabena Ofori. Big thanks to you wherever that you are. That's so and live from Ghana. Akwasi Yesu is in Cincinnati. When you bring command up on us, a man for big quality or Mampenny on your wrist. A Samna Equaso, MPP forbidden so cappy. It's a day and on Mampenny on your wrist. Mampenny is the same. Omanpanyin say enye NDC for ni amanfo bi a wokeka say onye reshuffle ena ono ebetie wo no we sanse o sanso kra kan biem se so be reshuffle no megina ponten o ya announcement so be reshuffle According to Amampani, his own opinion, if he wants to do the reshuffle, it's not going to come from the NDC, especially the leadership of the NDC party, John Dramani Maham. Mahmoud Yakwaya propaganda. Sir, Yanka, and Kakufat Wanya reshuffle. Namidi Amampani are doing on that ground. Nipa bi no money na Amampani say very reshuffle. NDC and other people will tell him to do it before he's gonna do it. And also been so during the era of COVID-19. The same team. We have the faith in the same team. Say, what 10 in Yama around? And then, of course, was Santimamu. Yeah, women day. Yeah, first one is I to be day. I drew your soul, I drew me so walk. Then I drew me so walk. And yeah, the people and the supporters of Mr. Alan Kojo Chamatin. Yeah, walk. So want some down. Now walk here, chi. You some my pin so. If I join me live, I want human so. And check, you know, if I come, bedding come on. You say lawyer and Subaba Bekaya live from the UK. I didn't come on up.
Jesus say, Shawa, and that's all 10 so good and training in Prince of the day. And then they all back next to them out. That was singing up. Hallelujah.
All right, people. Now, send na make an and baby course was Santimemu. Na yankoni yankoti near course won't be. Yeah, Miss Mama, Tia Fonte Benafe, Yenny, and won't anchor. So much. I'm never so much.
Abusua DC adema ade se wo mu awo atwoma mponua na ye no ebo abonkomo ho no mo no na kwabna rako awa homa no so mame nkoye dwuma mra sisi e esanse mekasa sisi e yeso kɔ abuakwa CKC a mesramo abuakwa DKC a obi asan ho ahoma sisi e kwabna rako me mo ha
amonfancha enya
kwabna ho te sei
enya no ne ye pe monfancha en kakra
kwabna eba na sei
DC should tread cautiously and put everything into its position. This video, no, a chair normal baby. It is not a year aquacity. In as much
immigration in war.
Nessa of Flatina. What expected the party executives?
What do you employ for much from?
What do women to chief for?
Yes, man for man
for man. Now, aquacity. Meno, I don't blame them.
Na answer na
and also
na answer na be wura mu no
automatically they are coming to power. This video as a second be the trauma say this is only friends of Alan Chamatin. You understand? And also this thing is reviving the hope. And go forward MPP we say they love the party. Jamaican writers. Omo tre bi video we no atre say they love the party. Video we tre and say people don't analyze issues and ideologies before they vote. Video we tre and say you on kofubi ha. There's no amount of scheme propaganda can sway their mind from the new patriotic party.
Program here you.
And from the NDC should tread cautiously and put everything into its position. This video, no, a chair normal baby. It is not a year aquacity. In as much as say, video we say no, I revive the mantra of breaking the 8. And the hope a man go for say they can break the 8, no. Sadia course walk on their course Kumasano is totally unnecessary and needless.
And say coffee.
This is needless and unnecessary.
And say
the party executives I should statement to my abab on tennis say a more bia nya dia we are party executive member. We are card bearing member. When you card bearing member, that's we are supporter, sympathizer of the party. Men koya adiebi adin chichemu beba party ni teniye. As far as flag bearership or more person 2 franc adema party no race is concerned. Almost show this statement. That was last week. Chama to me. Onunti. Or did a radio station and television station propagating for the vice president heeded to this directives. Chairman to me no on this statement in about Asante chairman. Wakoton to this directives, respecting the occupants of those offices, including Justin Kobia. So last week, when Asafua Ekasama would take his swipe against the directives, we spoke against it. Because of some release there about Montano. That was yesterday, and the day before yesterday, Alan Chamatu was engaging just people to stop this work, and they refused to.
Her folk on the course one, and Casban television, to Casban television, and her folk were, let's so Kumase. Now, what to this a drew so no, and I have to Kofi nipa do nyina and one ko have work ibio na Kofi say according to some pakan was say organizers no mo ye no almost be na nchamatia ma obi
da bi tie
to mo ye de hye na nimunyam
enye alanchamati ye ka ti ye de hye na nimunyam asmenka party the directives they say obi bia wo ye card bearing member tie ni ye wo ye executive member obi a wo support party no wo be yusu obi a owa adwumo pose opes
odi amanyeko
nanim no menye bibi say tie etu obu kumase no alanchamati ko kumase no e ko remind wo mo say men pesa de na mo ye no ene party the directives no mom go contrary to it no almost tie ni ye almost prepare ye na statement no violate just maker and I'm saying say no mo ye no as disrespecting disrespecting the new executives, including Justin Kodja from Pong, and a festival. If I say, in team,
semi-soon team.
So, party the directives, but not so flattener. What expected the party executive?
What do you employ for much from?
What do many much from for? Yes,
man for man,
Now, I was it. Meno, I don't blame them. You know why?
And say Kofi.
I don't blame them. I blame the former party executives now. Obudi Kabaya. Okay. John Board they have created all these problems. They can never be exonerated. Obida become your power. Come, let me tell you something. Last year, July. Okay. Obi issue said statement, the same statement. Eba Bonte. The Mamika statement was say it will record that the National Seal of the Party on July 27, 2001 issued a conduct for the party's presidential and parliamentary primaries. In line Article 2, Clause 3 and 2, Clause 4 of the party's constitution, the code of conduct seeks to foster the spirit of the healthy intra-party contest by the guaranteeing equal opportunity for all stakeholders. First, the code of conduct provides in section 1F that members, support, sympathizers of the party at all levels shall desist from use their public office or portfolio within outside the party to put the interest of any prospective presidential and parliamentary candidate in order to gain unfair political advantage. So that statement, people were openly campaigning for Baumia. And quiet. People openly on their TV, parliamentarians, party executives, party supporters. They were campaigning for the vice president, and this party executive quiet. They did not do anything about it. And you confuse there. And yeah, just to go to answer about no issue statement. And yes,
I take
me a sure pastor need to know. But and yet
Matthias.
And yet boss Mumu party of party executives. How can you break the 8? Okay. A member of parliament I appeared before a program in the person of Vincent Asefua. Appeared before a program. And the man the presenter Busane said, Nenyadia we na party no general secretary Ababontia Beka say, Mamonya so no bagawaya maka. Womu party executives.
It took a few years executives in the wiki and answer them.
And yet, Sabia, you can another Coblet Japan better.
President to be on my chat.
Yes, and then a Coblet Japan better and work. I say, oh, no, to me, yes, I don't know. Coblet Japan time, no, to me, yes, I need to know be the floor. You understand? Et Winya, Obia, or what agenda do on the team? Ye hecken kofu man kofu enye ya. You don't feel say take for that. And no nabama a party executive. Yasuma say uncle supervise election. Oya okoye scheme. Eba kofu ya twa benu ya. No two part that say alan kofu ni na elusu. Party executives ne bete omo nka hwenkyira no, omo nya hwenkyira no. Say obia ya do party. Won't me break it with this. I'm telling you about fact. Now, up from today, guess who Kumasano? they should expect the vice president people also coming out with all these things. I'm telling you about
vice president I'm telling
you, in the shortest time, they will also, I mean, defeat the party directives, you know. Also, Baba one time I catch up and say, and yeah, vice president in their contest, and I say, on an organized, and young cophobia, almost done, and almost said you or something. And two, Yari Akacha and Martin Kofo. Ah, Sa Asante for I was say, Asante Maya Casano, they should stop all these things. Ukaso 2-4, Kotoko Hine, Mameka Samujo. Kumasa Santo Kotoko, team near the house here. Ah, Tamwa, Papa now, Jokuma, Opinion Chenyas, or the team to come out, prepare the second. Send an afa. Never ask Santama a Japan.
All right.
Now, 2-4 Babiano, the life patron, negative Nianadia. A life patron of the club. Until 1999, and I have bet Mensa, a changing Kotoko constitution, and more 2-4 by year, the owner of the club. I see. Bank of Ghana honor 2-4 commemorative coin. Ah, you didn't celebrating as a peace, a peace, a icon. And a Kotoko 40 the Jesse Aquacoto, Niti Aquacoto Jesse. Kotoko so on Pew. At the Quotia, we issue statement to stop all these things in the say. On Pesa because on him say, on no so no call for a Nifudibi. I almost feel Sante support for Sante Kotoko.
All right.
Jamaican watch as was a on Pesa. The Tidia Bede Ebeko Punch Chamber because Kotoko team near Dahono, and yet only a Santa Phone Quan about Kotoko team. For Lucy, but Obiabo team Nibi, Sana MPP party no, and Daho, say MPP winning election, and now Santa Region Phone Quan at Twama MPP for Munya Sakasano, Namubacha party him. Ah,
all right, Osimunya Sakasano, na party no, Mubachichim. This is from the audio. Way Efren Yanuma, where breaking news here, a course so I will Casby, any idea. Other folks I feel so do a feeding. So they are 2 here. I'm not ready. Fire for fire. When in somewhere ne, yebedi won't encomo near Alan Martin, a chita for a quiet and ra. I was Santimamu, say. Adria so yes, Adria so walk na a moon sam say Asantamai MPP Asantamai and no na manphobia kasa say Omo ye na be for being so sorry say yes support Bawumia na no for one so sorry na fair party no na ekohin asend dumping for so say ya support o yene kene Japan fena chese nchichemu meno kasai kwabnaje Japan enso so enamfa se omampanyi entie no wontie ni ono nso ka ya chese utie ni nkasa yemu a ono nso so kita presidential ambition obepe president yedi tinin sama okeka no emu awram sani ebe kono break the 8 way ya di break 8 mama nkona mini ankodi nkomo aja kwaku adjoin me live from New York ojatana otumi nkan memo akwaba hello aja kwaku mi pacha otumi nkan aja kwaku da so da mute o why you know mute enti wo kasa aji so yi free mute why
What's in coffee?
She said, yeah, too.
What's in cow?
Aye.
Yo, Major so.
Na Abrabomu yadi.
Oh, my brother. The commander of your number of Sandy, needed Nasima Radi.
She said, yeah, and send me meaning what? And do I drink?
Mike Michioni at Yafua. Like Miss Onumrea or Mutier.
Yeah.
And said, 2 points I would have to see it. Your friend is saying, the rest for me. Nia, Ekoso, your friend is saying.
MPP.
Party. No.
Yeah.
Breaking the friend saying, Risha for Nadia. Me feel so, Oman Penny, what to me, I had the appointee. On one answer, the wood to me at this. And you know, you bet me actually having, say, Uncle Rishavel. But the final authority rests in his bosom.
Yeah.
Only know to me. Think Okase, or Bereshavel, so I think it's okay. And then you hear no Rishavel, no. Or quite a bit faster breaking 8, no. And here.
And our opinion, send your work in Susono. Send your bear or not so or to say, Nitimuno, I be. And when see, says the economy, I had the crown. Or Rishamuse, they can turn things around. And also, another point. And I'm a phobia, a man penny, a bunyan, so gunasum.
I think you gave a reason. Or say, I'm one or why you should say they are doing the right thing. It is someone who said they are doing the right thing. What is the need for reshuffle? I can say, on your reshuffle, no. On particular friend saying, ministry up. In here, so reshuffle.
And I'm okay, so I'm more be as to deal.
I'm more be a generalizing. And when I'm not more casting as I just afford you, and many of my arguing.
Okay.
I just have to America for almost 1 year, close to 1 year.
Yeah.
Our head ministry. Only indispensable. No position is left vacuum.
That's right.
And it's our time, lady. I just have Kwanan can say last for 6 months. I answer sign. The ministry is not for him. You have the right to appoint and disappoint. It is a office and the buyer. That's about the treble chair. Then the ministry should not be left vacuum. We'll be on no head ministry. Look at the friend saying. The Prime Ministry. It's a very big ministry. Juma gender ministry. What's that? We have the candidate. Actually, I didn't agree with him. Let me support what my call for. Say you better military address for. And I say you be a friend saying Ober appointee Obino. And again, me no omo arguing. We get agri sector. We get finance sector. Meaning who sector kwa? Your friend says so. Very sure there. Now can MC ni omo your friend say other appointees no. And me preso because MCC in Boa and ya DB omoye. There are certain things I also omoye. They are very dormant. But say ministries in the party, I don't see any particular ministry here. What's a how is the Juma? Agri or Juma? Local government. I think the motor is doing well. We always see Juma until one on chorus one. Maybe here say you bet me a break it because so when to be a break it now. Among can say programs some dey go akwa now no. Emphasize maso because NDC bar they are not going to continue it. So Obekaya we go say in 2009 Dr. Tony Edu say they will not continue any project that the MPP has started. And lo and behold, that is what they did. In the one said John Dramani Mama and then Anoke 7 so only project. And even most of this project he is touting friends and anyone that started here. This were Kufo initiated projects. Kufo na gist I know to me at the end. After the hospital name, say your friend and say Mamponi at the end now or no say any there. It's not his project. And so not the board who yes I say friends say your only project. It wasn't his. Or no so by affordable houses are not your friends President Kufo. I started in no. I will you. We just in a go. You mean you're in obey. So, and so now a friend say, or no company say, a Kufa the project a go. The Median Empire may bonny say, Yebeka in boom. Now, yet to me a breaky 18 to send here. Obiakan. It shouldn't be a mere slogan because it is easier said than done. Yadi Anobeka, but in my ear, and Chese, you bet me a breaky 18. Coming to Kumasi incident, in fact, it is unfortunate. It is unfortunate. Omwa, a lady is a friend is saying, walk, no, they should bow their heads in shame. And in fact, I'm disappointed in Obsinadoye. Honestly speaking, he's one person I respect. I respect him a lot. I call my friend 1 or 2 occasions, but in fact, I can't even imagine Sabi. We a teacher. Yes, sir.
Emre bi obi ka asem bi kira me say MPP be ko opposition bi ma na free hopes na doye. I think say me nipa na be ya. If you say yes na watchi mu na new general secretary I issue statement.
Of course.
Say na omuka no Kesbin for news. Say obia nkoye t-shirt and a billboard board be a copy me say ye be the flag bearer no every and so you are near Kosi.
Okay. Even besides that.
Not as they don't respect
that.
Say Omu general secretary now what banana says.
Now, general secretary, he even campaigned for the new general secretary. He campaigned for him. Obetra on my FM express bitterness about your friends executives are almost support to almost support. I'm some of the friends saying and Kofona air contest. He kept on my FM and complained on several occasions.
Wow.
Also, no any executive, he can declare his support openly. Well, they understood. But today, no, we are all support on Ankasa Nama instructions to say nobody should take that line.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, you defied his orders and went and did this. And even and some of I read it this morning. It doesn't make any difference. Sorry, a friend is saying a political party, a kunya, and him, and like I said, we don't do so. A democracy. If you are interested, you vie for it. When you win, you win. Your friend is saying, we don't do so. Political party, a constitution, a furniture say, draw a year to say, we influence one echo.
Now, I be also say, and a way bad a bay, and a way bad a bay, Sansam.
Look, it didn't even make sense. So, one person will be bad a bay. And your uncle, your friend is saying, or friend, Obama, uncle, moon, so cry. Not Clinton, Obama, obey senator just one term.
Yeah.
And or do go by for president to win here.
Yeah.
You are Clinton, look, Obama party, you say, no.
No.
Into other Nayanka say Obama, you know, look, that is illogical. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And even if you are talking about vice president has been with the president since 2008. You know, friends saying, yeah, I think 2008. How many we have a connect? 2000 friends saying 12 have a connect. Friends say about pink sheet so 2012 you know, and your vice president no go.
Yeah.
And then your friends say on what I expressing interest over say immune so. News one head so. If you join MPP today, now say your friend say, who feels you're interested, I think you should be allowed to contest. A political party, when you're dynasty.
I just make us almost say a free down kwaswa. Na says okay. Omo can be according to Omo Ankasa and Sembi Omo can say a free busia, which is before, and I call Danko, which is Nanado. And she says, Dombo, Sunanka, Edru. Nenra, Omo walk on the Sunny Woking, hopes in Nom Diano. Omo Tresse, Buzia, a Yakufono, Efa, Dombo, Ekano, as a vice. And an Anadun Subayano, a year, Danquano, and Susafa Dombo, Akano. And you know, as I said, a son go back to Buzia. Na Buzia, Kofa Dombo, Ebeya, Nevice. And I'm saying, what kind of logic? No.
It's a baseless argument.
The president.
The party has a constitution that governs the rule of the party. Where in the party is it enshrined? Say, the vice president from here. Party.
That's the question. Hobson.
It is their perception. It is their perception. And yet, any party may be a but for him to come openly, say your friends say, in fact, so damaging. And I challenge Alan to come out and either condemn it or disassociate himself from what they have said.
Mm-hmm.
If he remains silent, then it means he agrees with what they are saying.
Yeah. Me no ya.
And look, he was own to me without the support of every tribe in a friends. We are not. This is not NDC where they play on tribal sentiment. This is not NDC. This is MPP. MPP embraces every tribe, irrespective of where you come from. And for him to come to the public domain to come and say this, no, I don't expect this from him. It's rather unfortunate that a friend said, "Ubi who ameka now party communicator." Our friends say, "What radio so 24/7." Now the can we now our friends say, "Nipa now support no onyinia on corner of Nkoye campaign." What is he talking about? It's a shame. You should bow his head in shame. You should apologize and stop this frivolous excuse or them mano. And yet, if they start from this foot in the air, it's not going to be good. They can't break the 8 because without unity, they can't head towards anywhere. And this has happened before. They should be mindful of the past. Now, embrace everybody and stop this divisive politics. I don't think it's going to end up well if you begin to uphold this. And I challenge Allen to come out and condemn what they did. And then the party, friends saying, hierarchy, should sanction these people and punish them. Because if they don't do anything to serve as a deterrent to others, people will continue to do it.
No, correct.
Manuel.
Yeah, that's say, Ejakwaku and attending New York. And this way, a brave ye. Me no can say, me wo offer Kwame, me wo general, a year lawyer from UK, and I'm more Prof Ali, and so adjourn and Komono, and I diguson say, a fay, and other force or do a fiddy, what ya to her. I'm not radio sunny. Fire for fire. Near course on our watch him, and near dear Browy, or Mampany, reshuffle, and once. And a responser, Mampany at the buy. And now, a drew me so walk, a course so as Santimamo. A drew me so, Yatra said, send your watch reno, a year. A Santimai and a dear tomb. That's what according to one man. When him no was away, and yet a Santimai and a year. The young crophobia was it one way, Alan support. And I cover in some way, Nina Abba. And see, Yakwa Manuswa, Mammy of Aquame, and Nicomoviana general lawyer, na fe, Maba, Prof. Of Aquame, what him and come and Aquaba.
Yeah, Mr. Mike. The chair of Bigger Force of Mahu, Mr. Lee was only a lawyer.
Yeah,
lawyer, me too, on catch a Michel. Na Mikey, me were 3 subjects be a meta answer Mumu did Mu MPP for internal crisis and come me problem. And no dear. And the
problem now, they ban. I don't want them near offer.
Oh, what was a friend is a BB to say, dear poor, I will free a cum of a coming. Jesus Christ, what is happening there? Okay, Bakoni agricultural GSB, agriculture minister, no Akraba or Manumu. And I feel so.
Trappers in your man.
And I feel so, racial format to be a Crawford put up no. And I'm saying no, as I say, in your information, we were hand most say New York taxi driver be Yakuno ya.
Oh, yeah, gonna
taxi driver, Ghanaian taxi driver.
Oh, really?
Cab driver Yakuno.
And I mean, say,
Emma, one thing.
Debbie.
Oh, media better platform no so media better so.
Eba say.
O say.
Ede na ba ya ekobas.
Wakofa wrong passengers. I je mo to share no so a e plan ekuno. Na your first time you. If we say media by second term Ghanaian taxi cab driver why a victim. Back on the end there, you on the spot in your on the second stream. Bra ambulance for by it was too late. It was too late. Now Miss Ghana for say when you reference no passengers a year reference no only a minority and no 10%. And it's a found wrong passenger, Jano Monko. Madam for taxi driver didn't catch me say. So wrong passengers no, from the phone the kaya. Only so was it qua I did the whole parties won't tria dear or attack you. The opposite beer who seek an obey attack you no. This time I no crisis ya ye kwani a say physical cash no we be my own. So and he said, one man me pe usika wia la also obekwa. Rough passengers no woman no so they are less than 10% into okwa. One lose but one lose one gain your life. But only say service being will lose. And what they compare with family and no responsibility and into woman say you big Germanaka. You big Germanaka because if we say ruffians no dozen, and it is a ruffian be before kai, no person how master would a jano no funny museum co. Now also maintain your life because we family here. So if you cry now, mammy, we depend also until we find your foot you. Second time, first one, a woman is so me telephone me and also. And can you say come the new the banana they refresh here home. So Miss Regana for says yes, slow more. The media so the platform no so. It more says here the of a comedy semi posting so no so more says here Bobehu. So and then we say agriculture minister and so wakre fidi bi say chanda for that room woman crack fidi piyaba ne fidi a omodi aba ne de say district bia benye bia kama la enfidie no so say one put you into use a be enfidie it can produce food for you. And you say in your profile, one between a use to sell feeding. Emma, media way no, and Kayadia and part government no, and I was one way because or media teacher no, the basis, fundamentals, any odidi, Adriani food situation. So, what mean my Adriani affordable? Everything goes okay. So, but the bus aduane a problem a rubber get more na fe na ama enema ye basa na Ghana so enye say Ghana for na sebi mami sa to sebi biem jiminti wo fi say gold e wo value change you a wo mo sense you me en kan kesi enkrofo bi wa asante memu a wo mo no wo mo agie boso say asante su ye be se no I won't say you. Now what claims you are not so a thing. For good. Now good way a thing. Good a thing. Now mutu cry, Sebi. And yet Ghana and Kwani too good. Good in Utria. As I said, you go home, ya, oh, come you feel good, no. Oh, quite, I was still jam. Now, Bano say, yes, I hear you, ma. Answer Nanka, Ubeko concessions or no. Oh, so ja deposit be. Said the beya 1 year with deposit no ye de asisi asase no but Ghana for sebi yansa no akakwem enti ye jan party for na party we ba ne crofo chimbi party we ba ne crofo chimbi and mo say Ghana sa nsuo no say ya na se mo betumi asynthesize nsuo a se simple de technology aba yetumi atwi nsuo free we mu But how many people can do that? So, the horse where she. It is a more sense you. Nins you know, Sakoye, pon, ne ye, and tontomwa, Master Mood, Tigana fool, Mood, dear, no go the Indian Amode, go to cry, go there, Butu to in a reserve in a outside Ghana. It more say a man, when you go to no say a man, don't come on my good no to baby. But Ukraine for almost one more grain production. They get billions, and every single billion, they get billions. Every one more agricultural resources. Now I'm more say on my say. Now,
yeah, now the summer because it's a woody buy. Near can want some one.
And I may say, I'm not the party internal crisis. Me, my husband may become a party myself. My husband may become. I come to talk about Ghana, and you're a party myself.
Someone to say, I say, yeah, reshuffle, and I want it.
Well, I'm maintaining, Papa.
I want to make
two questions.
Say, what to make?
Say, dear Metty.
Nature say, so what to say, I saw my penny reshuffle, and I want it.
Reshuffle, no. And he said, one thing that these people, somebody must tell them, say, Ghana, no, and you will deal. And it is a minister be one perform what you have to drop the person right away.
Ministers.
Now, but they are not performing. You told us say you have the
money.
Oh, finance minister, and say, one more cry, a friend is saying, there be a Becca say conflict of interest because we relate was our finance, a banking system. Why should we hold that position? And to a woman, they are proud, they are right away in the banking. This is a funnel. So, and the competence in also, he's not there. I just say, see, phone, maybe for baby. And I say competence in me.
Now, overcome someone economy need grow no the man to you.
That mean, would you know nowadays would you invest baby and economy no for you know? The billions are one with you know. Say could be billions and will be our investing. And even if I want to copra agriculture gears here, and Ghana, and can cramo, and can buy a booby processing. Like a die, system every time. Now, yeah, affordable, Ghanaians. Now, do you know the art of nation building? If you don't know, you don't know. You don't know. And here say, over degrees at the time where you home. No. Kumu nyansa, nyansa, unya letters undiani, nyansa, into 1 nyansa, go for 1 degree, they do successful business. So, Enti Mikey, party media, Ubi and Mizamon, Chichimona, Pegana, and Chichimonu be a broom, so as he said, we have Shishimo. And I'm not about broken, but Ghana, no, you're Ghana, you're Chichibon, you're Ghana, the Kia boom. It's 1 million reverse. Saying Chichibon Yama, FP4, and Chichibon Yama Ghana.
I say of a crime, and you're telling live from France, and I don't adventure by. Although for some friends, I do a video to her. I'm not a radio singing fire for fire, and then you may at the Ebravo, and then the morning year, Juma, time no more swan. Now, what me did so am I? It will be 10 minutes for the first start. No, the infant. Mammy, one minute lawyer, and Cody and Como. Lawyer General, about ultimate coming more.
Thank you.
Now, you get to say,
we are.
Then Yamias, and said they are two on catch it.
Yeah.
Yo, lawyer, now what you moon send the brain, and I see your my gun. Ebisi Jama, rating bi koraa free ɛyɛ P is it S&Ps S&P ne nneɛma bi say ya gradient ya degrading ama say you will C plus or C minus I don't know and something they be amanfo akɔle ɔmampanyin for reshuffle ɔmampanyin so other responsible ɛne ne ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ Kumase yɛ na afɛ na aduru yɛ so work laya usom saying yani waju nkyerɛ.
Thank you. Now, it's very unfortunate. So you're fighting here to bring our party to power and to build Ghana. Now, if we power don't back power, no, they want to take us to opposition. One started the way this week. One started the way before the last election.
Wow.
Now, I can't say we. I can't. I want to say media bro. Now, everything they are doing, you know, those more in power, somehow they want to take our party to a position and then they just walk off like that. Now, I couldn't break you jump from meaning for free.
Another mode, a crank almost a monk.
The first thing about power, you catch it and say, you be few more at check, your Mahama. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That was the first policy. And I'm saying we are in trouble. The only detach it from the rest of us.
Yeah, that's it. Lawyers and you're working. One family, so crying, and no say the action.
Yeah, but Ghana Japan, you check. One was said to me.
I'm Franco.
One was said to me, Ghana feels media chubi.
Because almost no.
You know, now, when detach it, woman is so powerful and power drunk. And that your party gunu party was not functioning. Executives became part of them. The party ceased functioning. And any grassroots no. Yes, we and we also saw the omope. And we is almost to the point where on the handover. I think that we should hand over before the election. Emma will get from free. Because that is what is going to happen. Mike, so tie would be a only time. So tie monitor radio station in Kumasi Abufun. So at the last election we so-called party executives, general secretary, no election. It was purely on tribal basis. In Kumasi, the campaign was Yeni War, Yama Party 1.7, the party Yeni Edia. Unipan also you, and when your Twabani in a Kobasa, they celebrated openly. Yaji Party no. If you Santini, Santini, said one of my shadow, said, we don't feel no one as a chef, and then only the best way for him to win election quietly. You don't win election with your stronghold. You don't win election with your stronghold. You win election with the people who previously don't vote for you. The tokan. Maybe Nimsa. The method that John, is it what is his name? Kodia.
Yeah.
About power.
Kodia.
The campaign, the structure of the Nsemano Mokano is just the same as the hopes and cocaine. The monitor election, I know. I monitored it. So it's just the same as the hopes and cocaine. Now, hopes and can't say we I was expecting the party to dismiss him.
Yeah.
So as some kind of a representative of the party. What did they be? Your man of coin, I'm an a press conference.
Oh, yeah, press conference.
We issue press statement to buttress the point I walk on. ɛne yɛhwɛ na sɛ nipa wɔ yɛtumi de ne tena play mu any president by UN conference and a human say kwa kwa hwe eyi twene Jonas wa kyere no bwa
ai
me bwa
no correct
you entertain sa de we I was thinking say okra sa sim we and that was the end of it but no there will be more of such coming there will be more of such party no ho na I feel sorry for enipa me radio so. To be honest with you, tribe, maybe I don't have a tribe. But I feel sorry for people. I want to party, no, we follow party, no, we members of the party, we party. Not said the. When you mean any tribe be, and I feel sorry for them because this is what we do to them.
Yeah,
this is what we do. As my hopes in kind, yes, a pay woman is saying. None or kind of so how nipa come will be about you in agreement. So way.
Omo body so kese mo nya.
Omo body so, what be me Jesus wakasasem. Nipa wo no hundreds of people are a course I walk on. Omo body so just wakasa mo person mo kanyina. Say party no. You have to be a bibidi buzia or dankwa. Buzia ne ye Bonga Hafo ne Ashanti region. And a Dankwa ne Eastern region. Inti iba ko free hane, ni iba ko free hachina. Ni iba ko free hane, ni iba ko free hachina. Na the so-called dum boni de running meeting kwa na moye. And a dum bon or refer dum bon as Northern region. When we in Crimea, forget about it. We in Armenia, forget about it. We in Zimenia, forget about it. We Venice and Fantinia, forget about it. This is exactly what he said. And Yehu.
No correct.
And Yehu. Family wasn't here. You the membership card. So the baby was one for my own fat. Name party ni party one come home. Naka, when you say, yedi a marriage, Chimumba, Ghana say, sans and phone and social.
Yeah.
So no. As more kind of what the idea ya monitor radio stations. There is radio be Kumasi. If I kuma. Masa, so the radio to one papa no tears more can wa. The sissy said ye. Woman ya manako MPP no a woman dia. The MPP should stop everything in any part of Ghana. Ne Hong Kong any developer. Woman involve a handful. Involve we. You see the big Ashanti youth. Involve we. They said, Mituana Mitiam say, Diakudu no. Because they said, don't get here penny. So,
yeah.
Sadi we are too weird. They said, don't get here, why you know, scammer. Sabomia Muswa. I see, don't get your campaign message in no. Working no. And a party, so no, if you make sure about me, lose. So when we read, they see, don't get here, they make the be easy for John Mahama name, they see, don't get here. I think say hand over power and them. Because I say what bread. Now, my man called the so-called reshuffle. Say so the economy so the aquacudu.
Yeah, some lawyer.
Yeah, but near teaching economic figures. Way. Say a CD a £1 a 11 cedis in there. A child show.
But also a
child. Good. Your manage and they one CD. Sorry, £1 a 11 cedis in there, as I make a say. A bit rich channel, a call 11 CD 50 pesos. A bit rich check,
it is a term 10.
Huh? A term 10. £1 is 11 cedis now, today, as I today.
Oh, make dollars now, make.
Okay. as of today. Eso so yebe chichirimu na yakofa Dr. Juan Bank of Ghana no chichirimu edwuma no enye se oti radio so chichirimu edwuma no e wo se nipa hu practically. There's no need for such explanation we say we udwadini na kofa ne ma abroad we bone onye mfumso o capital a slash by half unza.
Oh yes.
Confidence bank of many way moving at Obama. All because it drew say about power no. Yeah, appointment. Ghana say I've never seen it before. Appointment I in be any home president through before interview that. So what you want me announce say we nipan ko nim shape never you. Intino say nipan say unim say or share a vision or share the vision of the president. So one share, it doesn't matter. President Nankasano names a vision pool, I don't know. So media say, Mrs. Some people were given appointment. No more by radio so they can. Oh, Medananase. Mekrana minimum metiwana a WhatsApp, you send a brain say, you're appointing away. The big man or crown office or crime anymore. It is a case of shuffler. Yes, I will shuffle in that same manner. Not serious of a I was thinking, say, to appoint to be as a minister, you need to interview the person.
Yeah.
Okay? You need to sit down with the person. Share the competence. What the competence they were achieving in life, that's fine. But one can say vision, what is he coming to add to it? Bit me interpreting vision. Bit me interpreting. To say the open no, a deal one day become we yes animal winning not one person but a group 1, 2, 3, 4 competitively. No you back up. What do you know? Automatic see any power there can the pan a national security minister. Automatic you any power there and Bruce Derry. Is it Bruce Derry? No.
Yes.
And Bruce Derry the interior minister.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I any power there. When a education minister. See, I any power there. When you see, and that's it. And we are driving now to the war. So stay Ghana for. I'm not going to vote for us with this. I was here clear with. I was here frank. Well, Pekatasumo Masono is up to you, but media may come as it is. Because party no, we need to enrich myself. I tell the truth. Make me support two party because I believe say partners solve problems for Ghana.
Sir.
We support two parties say what's a partner no business no. But we are not solving any problem. We are making it worse.
Lawyer, a man for the Fuman or Mufum. Are you? And yet, I mean, yes, what's a problem no more. Or be a penny obedi.
Yeah. What do you do? Internal election, Sika man for people. You ask yourself, so oh, you're away. Now, even so, when you say, can go, they now be by pushing this money in. Then you realize, say, see, we need a contract in a media. You know, any power money board, chairman, why a Gapura board, River board, DND board, Senko for all of them. Assign any contract from government. All of them somehow assign business people are almost tax almost fat into it. Party chairman, party secretary, party one for all of them a winning contract from government. You inflate prices. And your business necrophone. Business necrophone, chairman to me, one way, a uko. You see, only your business. I don't know what's your man, Basa. Why no say no prefer party a bed lift Ghana up. It don't hope to the ordinary person, hope to the hopeless. You don't hope for the poor people. You don't lift them up. You might be a business. Why? But I can't go sir. You know, and no I thought maybe a single the serial callers. Woman, Tom. And one can go for the bar reduce, but you know, street as well. What you want to afraid. no obeka nsimfu basa baaki obi na woti Mike sebe pa mo hand over ntem na yini free na for yen status ye be department
asamna na lawyer waka
but you say
is asamna no waka no
yeah because we are going say hopes no so grateful na mo muskasa mo head anko kasa ansem no e dey you
go people kasa akura na nya hopes so
why can't we dismiss him and so they must all we do is look we a party member no one bring a party into such a serious disrepute I see them get your ball let them watch it say so we call baby kwano be born pipi dinner and see how in class on corner on come home simple actually he will be from one radio to the other obedi kwako different no she ko bring Japan and you ko bring Japan ye to the real Akufo-Addo ni e be modna yi ni free ho e di peace by that's we buy and yet in win election massively
yeah
or one ka amasa somehow oni afoko somehow ye wie ya e ba power no na ma for state mo ko fa complain Japan mo ko fa complain Japan me ka say sadi we e wrong don't entertain such nonsense
and the one some one na mo
so you can say radio so for so you be can be oh complain Japan and I'm saying don't entertain such thing say someone
so what was that ono kwade obisa so omo Akufo-Addo appoint omo abinum ye minister
omo MPP for na
omo ose omo party card kromuni ose bi
ai
ewa ban mu omo ni party
ai
no mo card aben on buy
everything he can to the real Akufo-Addo
say on ni senior oye ba ono ye ba omia ni junior ewa school e ban politics oye ni junior sani ya de kan
me say ye ko ye di party want to come on and yet when he say munka fanamra we were giving ammunition back to him those were caught now mine no can say no caught now yeah wakoswa we man a lot of time and no challenge because nipa in Ghana radio for no presenters no only a compromise so all of them if you give them money question how people go sawo all you do is money 2,000 maybe some say so one say the next 15 minutes you tell any pakrasum go no brainwash you into certain corner
yeah
that's it we are
now or the weapons are more position
yes
that's a major film so the
yes yes
well
just we jump from and that's one also any policy the only thing na say only see them get your fat pen paper they can no control
hi
omo campaign message na no we jump from one now so any policy okwa Ashanti Regional Missy Aferi General Hospital Missy Hwan mi Kumasi Airport mi say market bi the market the whole West Africa nation e wo hene Kumasi Kejetia Missy we say akoma radio ni ade organize say so called work no enzo mo kan ho no John Hama we na namba onye hwe entom ko organize ade no yes na sisi santini na wosi ede ne ko enti no ye ni ayediem edu so na wo ensemfu saa chesi nya everything and na so wosa wada wono de ekwe yo was maintain maintain enti Mike maybe aso me kai no sadly ebem na I do not want to wait me person ye betwen me yakoto aba I will see a time and say I can hand over power to them. When you hand over power, no man preko. That's your partner. She best start in the fufu. She been doing near started. Thank you so much.
Me that say lawyer general at the UK and or the aba nyumrea and also the Nigerian lawyer. That's na maybe an sano. Other force I feel so do a feed or the 2 a.m. Nadu radio soon. Fire for fire. Near course soon I watch mono and no be and ba ye buebuemu na ye gi adwenkyerɛ onso betimi aba na ado adwenkyerɛ aba na yakɔ yanim Mamen kwana men kofa Mr. Pia Dankwa me wi ana fe me ba Prof Ali aso Mr. Pia wuti men ka me mo akwa ba
adia na ohene ba na pom te say
nyame adumo na onso
ai echia lawyer ma omuni kasa echia adofo akasa nyina ni etiefo a eti and there is celebrity gonna be our Colorado. It was fantastic. Hajia Sakra, ambassador to Ghana, from Ghana to US, Obabes Rai. That was very fantastic. We had a good time. Abundant of food in the initial Libya. Now back to politics, Meboa. Nanado so say was it I must say Nanado so say also on your reshuffle.
Nya amanfo a omo kika so on your reshuffle.
Na so reshuffle you go catch president so on you. A president no one better say I an analysis.
San watch so be
na say.
Nya de odi be
na ekono na ni je ho. Se na ni nye ho a obi a woda ba bia na ni nye ho no. Na wasese mu many say was out there who be brave the me work can say mo be career mre bia yesterday about when I be say 125 ministers no kra no so the be kan no kra pa na enye say yem pese be ka party mo ase bibra na nka na aye adabrato enyo no na kire say what are we doing? Minnesota the Metiana because yes, and this is a women that if you see the number. MPP, we believe in empowering the private sector, creating the environment for great opportunity for the private sector to drive. What do you say? Now, to me, creating opportunity, a Juma employment. Now, individual citizens, no, I said, on one to me go in the Jumano. We be doing the BIA. So also here small scale business and so on. We be to be Juma. In the private sector, whether you have 100,000 people or 5 people or 20 people, that is the environment. MPP principle no episode they create, and they believe in creating for the country Ghana. They say MPP government, growing the government expenditure. Dear. Na ayen na kakra ane dia obi a opebi abetumi abekasa de opeso beka no but media meaning say MPP party no we still have good things yeah they aboa Ghana yeah because we betumi akoso asazo aye e de aboa Ghana and then me tie audio a video bi na obi ka Mahama besi akokobo ya baba ye Dubai Ghana Dubai Accra interchange so okay. So Accra interchange says you cannot this year, that money could have been used to build about 5 or more Kumasi more. And no more, no. You don't feed the ball, but rather the more generate revenue. So what did the metro say? I used to say I'm a say now we're gonna self-contained house, maybe 20 bedroom. Now why didn't you self-contained? Na odi esi ho dem na watum na wape gate mine na wato ho na ohwe ma obosom bia na gotua ne ka na bosom so e la bia bro na otua now the picture on na now dey kire me fie ni 20 rooms big mansion there was swimming pool there were boys quarter me were boys quarter squadron me were just 2 rooms for watch mine and me were this flat me were this all self contained which is good and beautiful. And it will be on also the plot. No, but see 20 chamber and hall. What do you say? Now, over 1 chamber and hall, no nice. And yes, you want more as in a guest house. Was Riako Ghana or 1 chamber and hall, no, and now one a self-contained house, no, as just a 1 bedroom hall, kitchen, toilet, and bath. And the pen where yes, you are. And we see other ones reading the renter. And they all picture of me painting.
So no, I know they be making money. What do you want
to so be also that's a Ghana so rent no kwa so they 200 cedis ya every month 19 na aka no 19 no bosum be 200 Ghana multiply by 19 and multiply by 12 CBS ke obenya no na wako be accounts ni a trace can you atum every year only go they need 2 years advance every year no be able to advance near the gum and you so wako Ghana all he or she needs aye ni print ticket so it here o turn print ticket we are when hear cash in the pocket okodru Ghana there's enough money there for him or her say anya say wo de kwa ban mu wo de ko babia aye adwuma babia wo de ase aye adwuma babia because to create a government bigger than the expenditure of a country and now better what you work as in a cracker jade obere definitely when your budget we are this a wo ko no kwa as I make an MPP and then another nko Mahama kwada ye ko na ahana ya na Ghana for no we all need to pay attention
yeah
we all need to start holding this ruling party accountable say the government expenditure need to be smaller to a point to say your revenue no you say 10,000 kwa no a you bet to be the more 8,000 etumi atua wo moka na afeye de taxes no a what do you say ya de taxes na aka no any cocoa revenue any gold revenue any manganese revenue any other revenues ya de no aye infrastructure ne the federal said because roads hospital any defense near the no then the government also take care of those things not private sector no a drive na taxes ya beje no you tun be expanded the country's infrastructure no the one am Ghana na Kumasi that's a whole Kotamela 2 lane dual carriage fee 45 minutes now usunyai 1.5 hours now tamale
papa
Kumasi now ufi kumala kwata kradia 2 hours fee no alande ufi takwa de o ba kra wacha kwa 2 hours 2 lane what you see you just road division to change when your emergency right away you pull over there every state be every region be so and every district be they have whatever it takes say okay say yeah now we pull over the police patrol they are patrolling the road or balance we hear more about so we hear towing there will be a number for you to call a towing truck they are better okay next road and there won't be a car parked on the road will be a gravel and I don't know reflect the way the car could boom na Benz bus many people woman to know this is simple thing but unfortunate how are we going to get there because individually units and just almost be parcel be the training near niaje na kwa say ya ban the power me so me person na me you can say me ministerial appointment me this board member me this CEO me na engineer say me be edi nkwa de I don't even have to think for the country. What do you say? The American, MPP program why you bet me a solve. I'm a MPP. Et you may dinner say the penal. And this is they don't even come close to the American. Maybe they be a make a sabi a memo be able to say. Ubi a what you say? MPP, what they are doing, are you wrong? Now you're worse. And into the 12 MPP, I'm not going to blame you. Name me person you prepare the next 4 years. Whatever you are going to see, we are all going to cry together. And yet, you may be any meeting. It is so many you can say, and there may be MPP for any be, Minim say you do a bow, say because me hopes in a doye, as some make a goddamn mechanical radio, you so, will be fair per home friend on country, who radios, me was not there, any argument, okay, pa.
Make I pa.
Okay, pa.
I'm there before 2016.
Yes. I have always have issue with the way this guy he do things. And yet, hopes na brain a cocoa link. I say, well, Brody, my Kufado. Anyone? Good. And now, was not there, and no bad you so bad at Trinidad because of such Trinidad, Kasa, Trinidad, you said the opinion. Anyone? Now, altogether, no will be Kasa or America. Who are you to come and arrest that person? More MPP won't pay attention how this guy. Who goes over there look at the Yoko Pane and Solomon? Okay.
Solomon Solo.
Solo, okay, so okay. So the young parents Solomon Usu.
Yeah.
We just Solomon Usu. No, obviously there is security war airport. No, go Ghana. I know about picking free airport. We didn't say no. And then they can't win on radio so.
Wow, I know they're not meaning.
So when you say they have a link today, as I'm speaking today, people need to wake up from their sleep because young girls only they are playing double game somewhere. I don't care. Obi a baby a friend no video so ade obe ko YouTube omo no ntie na omra don refer the all year if he truly have MPPs at heart here. Yeah, but what I have argument with him. You pay money from here and went to Ghana. How much money now? I didn't was say, I did try to take it, Kobo MPP. How much can you into? I don't know to the Megan. What do you say? And then, Oko go Gina no more Papa Sans and Boons and Four will say, now what to one say, and Jimmy said, Benya Santini, Namenya Bruni, Namenya Sabi Nortonano, and did him just so much on say. Menya Brunio, Menya Santini, and I mean free nothing, and the vice president crown are bombing the Buana. And you will be a free chrome, enemy area. Me papa me mama nyina both parents no obi an free sa tribe mabo bodino opeso o tell say
yes how dey crowd o yentina na waji
say dey ya san classify the DMPP echi me boa. That's an insult to our intelligence.
Asem we are option akoka and the massa as I say
the lawyer need to start the party. We are sick and tired of those nonsense. They need to sack him. We are not going to tolerate that. We are not going to give him to that nonsense, and we are not going to tolerate that anymore. Me say me papa nye Santini, me mama nye Santini. Me papa de mama, omo nye Bronfo. Me papa de mama, omo free nothing. Me busu omo nyina no. Dodo no bebre e di MPP ti dia so fa so say. We offer be me na me
we are sankwas. We are sankwas bi na di.
Oh, yeah, politics how. So one take politics as here. Now would you fu say obenye sika bi edi say na me ni ka say dey try take dey ministry to na the number na United Nations oba here. When yes be na only three. What does he knows? Oba here. Then all this thing is going against the national budget. Into 1 year he doesn't care about the future of the country because obenye bibi kakra me dey amenadi nti. We are ready to speak the truth. Not the truth against the party, but the truth against nonsense. And then the medical said, me say, Neonko Solomon Usu, they are all planning. Say, MP, NDC, Beba power. Who cares? Say, MP before a mistake, of course, NDC can come to power. What are they going to offer to Ghanaians? We are here to see. Now, that day, all of us, people will see hopes that they say, all his links will be light out or light up. What do you say? Already, you know, because the young couple is on the Borusu. Already, you know, because and it is true, sir. I know this for a fact. So Mosu call Ghana. That's another airport security something. All our mass from Mosu special car V8 and you did find this airport. My camera radio so we need to pay attention to that nonsense they are doing in the party. Oh, me see, say what bro, the one that didn't make Kufuor, what a link in the Kufuor. What is what bro videos on here and say a true is a little share Kufuor. Me boy.
Yeah.
Mommy anya careful. Na you unit Ghana ho. Na you who say MPP and then anya we no. Look at all the achievement. Planting for food. If we encourage Ghanaians to continue to do that, if we encourage Ghanaians to take advantage of the free senior secondary school, now akurabia betumi abon homodin ebenya basic education. No? If we encourage Ghanaians to do all the benefit, to say one district, one factory, according to say Japan, was Cincinnati, no, so person will be a factory. Now, so we to link yourself with one district, one factory. All the equipment are Rebecca Ghana, no. Councils also with trading in ano. They take that, they give you loop exemptions. No, it could be a factory, no, be opposite of the chrono. Let's take advantage of this and help the country. because now no say that meka no according to Miracle, is it Miracle Abuaje? Ghana factories over 300 and a NDC for the turning here. Ghana for you say you really fit because it been my for the 40 years. And the time I almost toss our factory, maybe they were just about 10 years. It almost what do you say? But some of us we saw those factories when they were in operation. We saw the factories when those factories were in operation. And those factories, you will be individual private citizens are there. Now almost factories here. Now almost here, Juma Beat is a Pia Mencanum, any Kumasi bakery, no, any Mansa bakery, no more. No more individual, something to help or more workers. Because of NDC revolution, they destroy all those factories as well. Besides the national factories, no. Beside the national factories, a bit to say African timber and plywood, jute factory, any friend is saying Firestone, no many idea factories, I don't know what dear now. I don't know what dear national factories, Because so I appear menka, no, a pino, okay, a pino soap. Sound microphone. Any your friends say other factories here, and then the individual and national factories, And it's already ni tiny see warm so tata warm go factories in now. And you want to try and you go in Kenya. More than maybe 500 to 600 factories are, and then you have small factories to be like a second individually, and also a sabotage now. And then we are starting from scratch again. And then in Ghana, you better like I said, you have other factories, and then let me hear video be. Can Japan start factory be you will be almost the banchino yet start. So I got the almost video. And steel companies almost steel. Other companies are almost way plastic companies are individually. And like you want to say one factory, they won't be a B. All these factories are now coming. Now I got there said the engineer to do a phone. When something is start to grow, no one may need and young to me. That's a woman reaction one a bit woo. Because Mahama Ba, meaning, but me boy will go to a me. Mahama, you know, friend Ibrahim comes and say, will be a cement factory, and I want to show one factory. The Buana Jata cement. Mahama near Ibrahim, and I want to show one factory, will be a cement factory. Why? Because now the electricity is working 24/7. Not said that you are also no would be a factory. You do light just another 2 weeks, and you are some 2 days. It is all the workers here. They can't even come to work. You can't even produce. Now the baby also factory they stand still. But today, as we are speaking, upon all the difficulties the country is facing, who said that they are gonna do something? All we are saying is that MPP has done a lot and is doing a lot. But within the party, what they are saying and what they are doing, the party executives need to pay much attention back home. Okay? I believe that they will call and they will caution them. Will be officer running. Say Japan, say Dr. Baubia, His Excellency, the Vice President, say Chiramatin, they all need to respect the rules and the regulation and the guidelines and advise their followers to do the same. Because whoever becomes the flag bearer, we will need all the other factions
to come together
to support. Yeah. And then we need to show why we are doing this for the interest, not just our stomach, but for the interest for the next generation. And my citizens when we are independent, any NDC for they see the good things happening, they can also come and join and vote massively for MPP. But I'm afraid. So they been kasa and can. I am afraid. we need to start. We can do something about this. Mr. Robson, they need to sanction him as soon as possible. I don't care how what connection we need, but if we truly believe in the good and the good governance and the good principle and the bigger offense, a melting pot of the party, to say you move to respect our tribe and what we are contributing to the party, this guy need to go as soon as possible. And Alan Chematin, as my brother said, need to come out to distance himself from that kind of doings. He need to do that. And yes, idea, I'm afraid. In the other day, and this is for no mutiebeno, Mr. Mamutri because you have nothing good to offer. Satrabon Samoa, Obua Chachano. I got there, and yet Motia, Yonkono. MPP, ya protective bono, and yet NDC, Yonko, and your protective. Ghana, Mumayeni Naho. Now, may say the 151 factory and all the other good implementations are MPP Diaba. So NDC bar, about to say the audio tomatoes. Now I above her. Now in Shuejai, Tony Guguso, Nina Beshi. That one I am predicting, and I believe Ghanaians will pay attention. Now Omomano and Yakwa, not that Chianca say Huyanche. And the Ghana from Galabe, what take here, with your no social media, and your factories, and the mayor factories, Kwame Gomez, way. Our new to say. And the problem is, those people cannot even go further to say, PNDC, NDC, and about those factories. No, because those people who are complaining on social media about all the good things Kwame Nkrumah did, why those things are not there today? And yet MPP, and yet PNDC, and they say now. And this is what they say now. And they did it in the daylight. They passed a law called the Diversity Implementation Program. It is a war again as a war PNDC more. Now your town to say sugar factory near the amount. No put to machine in and over town. Your town bears 50 cities. No put to machine work town bears 20,000. No number bears 19,000 plus.
Disappear. Send your weekend there where they are proper and what did Nippon.
Nana Kwedu toy friends in some canal.
In some canal. Even some of them bought the factories, just took all the machines, sold the machines, and used the warehouse to build churches. What do you say? I don't believe Ghana for trim. Wouldn't say Ghana gold that you turn what Ghana to say. According to ADM reading here, the gold that is being reported in overseas, only the gold that is being sent from Ghana shore, the difference is huge. I just said, you took gold, it be a 5 tons, our Ghana. The country of Rochelle, I call 15 tons. 10 tons, you are recording of Ghana. And that is the two balance, because for body phobia, a book phobia to one more than to get into. What do you think? What to go? Doing this, what's it?
Mr. Near your record on Ghana, no. Different from so I could do a portrait here, cotton. And what figure?
So, okay, difference here, good. No one can say. See, a report 10 tons, our Ghana, a durable, a 25 tons. And there's the difference, and you say the difference, it be a 1 or 2 bill. Huge difference, the free Ghana Nisha, the Kodra China Dawson. Now, I hear from the fire Kodra.
And now we are no matter artists, kind of.
No, so I'm told you they are Kodra also. That time, they cannot bring the money back to Ghana.
I think that was Mohammed's time. Then said 2015. Ghana Commission.
The peace. And then
there was $10 million, $10 million your friends say difference from what they reported in overseas in Niamo report to Ghana. $10 million.
And then some Ghanaians, I'm not saying the government, some Ghanaians are almost not on mine. Any Chinese for a team up. When say that there, Asankegwa, let me say this. Let me go details, Kakra. These people came to Asankegwa as Chinese for rented places. I know some of the places. To be honest, I myself have walked into some of the facility before. I personally have walked into the facility before in Asankegwa. Do you know what they were doing? Big problem for the country. National security for the Coco ready. What do you say? And I know one of the persons, he called me looking for the national security to do what? No, this is serious matter. So when Mubia tell me, then please stay outside. Oh, I don't know what to make sense.
Matthias, yeah.
We have to be patriotic. We have to be individually loving our country from the bottom of our heart. You know who said, let me be now, though he went a little bit off track. But I got there. When himself as to Enchi is the one of the best roads in the whole Western region. But o fetch man bodia o pa o wi afedisi a pa fa man na so me confirm wo ko Enchi no galamsey nti o metu galamsey no go under the road ama road no asinki in me call Ghana media I was shocked. So wow. Actually, now I wasn't the driver, but I was in the car. And I'm saying, no, I said, I'm saying, for a day, was so much to assassination, a wura, a quanas and a quana buagum. Sir, I don't float and say, that the trauma. So, let me know BDK can first. Gold and issue, which is more important. I can live 20 years, the whole of my life without gold, but I cannot live even 2 days without water. The Buana.
Not correct.
Not correct.
I can live all of my life without touching a gold, other gold watch or gold whatever. But I can never live even 2 days without water. And you can never get water without paying for it. I can very, very serious.
I was in Kegwa.
Yeah, I think Kegwa now. This was that area holding now. Because it was that area. But
a pomo clean.
No way. Clean. What is clean? The last time they saw clean water, that is you to free throw.
Wow.
I just say, Obika Gasemina Mekai. So we all need to take things serious and love our country. Yet you'll be mindful. And maybe I get there with the other tie, more outside to be a mobile. You come and say, go a crabby, I feel golden. So golden, golden corner was as I say. All the American your friends are called on to baby free mountains. My dad saw them, sir, who's a yana train at the trauma beach. So what's that on so?
Yeah.
William said, but I'm saying to the one day, in Shuno Mutu, I said, stay pet me, not in Shuno to me draining a kind of class and I call Johnny Colorado River. One day, there was a mistake and it's only been linking Colorado River. It became a breaking news all over the TV station. Okay, how sorry no. CNN, Fox News, ABC, NBC, all the TV cable channels, breaking news, local channel, breaking news. They have to send people right away to find what happened. In Shone Kogu, Colorado River, ni change crab, you know. But go to Ghana and see the whole of Western region. The only baby I'm call ya omusio na enyan say ye enchi krum, but enchi krasano they are also started destroying. The only person I'm not saying this to brag, but the only person who was holding the Galamsey from destroying the land of Enchi was my own father. Me father who ye pe and a imagine some say.
Wow.
Me father Tiasiano, he swore an oath to say until he dies. Oh, my quite more be between you and Sensu Bakura, Galamsey says you are growing Chabontenso. So there was not a single Galamsey and there cost for both of them until some before the Woo, Mungongo. In the enemy, I can't answer them. In the other, me the best no be at was near the Ombeca. But Hobsnadoy need to go from MPP because the guy is trying to cause trouble. When they come a Kufado, according to Yasewa Bruno, so Yabruni, It means them be I don't care about whatever happened. The Kufuado Onyakora. About how he was able to link such a woman to a Kufuado, and for this woman to be in the private jet from Kumasi, Accra to Kumasi. We need to be careful.
All right, Mr. Apia. I better say, Apia Danko.
Mike, wait 1 minute. One of the latest video, I say, Kumasi area of French Society. This is the Akofa to Golisa. Offering almost say or machines is more than 20. Latest. Now, this in the mirror. I think by tomorrow, no, Messania bro. Now, can you my offering pow? According to video, Aquana voice, no, or see DC in Akofa to Golis. Now, the machines is soon as my years, you know. Wow. Okay, make na ochama senia bro.
Me ba cho yo. Me da say. Yo, other folks have been so do afidi ato Amenado radio sini fire for fire. And then you may dey breadway. And then you anom ni other phone bi e di nkomo fine. Sa bread here meko no makofa ye Prof Ali. Nanzana Prof Ali ebeba no. Mr. Muntie we ma me quick. Yente we be 2 minutes.
We are card-bearing member. When you card bearing member, that's a supporter, sympathizer of the party. Men koya adiebi adinti chemu beba party ni teniye. As far as flag bearership, omo person mu 2 franc kadema party no race is concerned. Almost shoot this statement. That was last week. Chum to me, chama to me. Onunti ordinary radio station and television station propagating for the vice president. Heeded to this, your friend say directives. Chairman to me no on with this statement about with chairman. To this directives, respecting the occupants of those offices, including Justin Kobia. So last week, when Asafua Ekasama will take his swipe against the directives. We spoke against it. Because of some release there about Montano. That was yesterday, and the day before yesterday, Alan Chamatu was engaging just people to stop this work, and they refused to. I was trying to half walk on a course one. And Casban television to your Casban television, and half walk wa. Mrs. So Kumase. Now what to this a do so no, and I have to coffee any pardon and one call half walk EBO. Now coffee, according to us, a back was say. Organizers no more, you know, almost even in Chantiama Obi, Dabiti. Trouble here, they send and Munyam, and ya Lanchamati Yakati, Yadishan and Munyam. Party the directive, they say, Obi Bia, we are card bearing member, 10 years. We are executive member. Obia, who support to party, no, Obi Yusu, Obia. On what a passe or pass with dear Conanimo. Many be say, yeah, it's Wobukumasano, Alachamatiko Kumasano. Echo my dear almost say, Men Pesadia Namuano. And me, party the directives, the moment go contrary to it, no, almost 10 years. Almost prepare ye, na statement, no, by late just maker. And I'm saying, Sadia Namuano as disrespected. I'm not disrespecting the new executives, including Justin Kobia from Paul.
All right. Also, I'm not disrespecting the new administration about for the MPP. Manunko Professor Edward Dallas, Plano, Texas. Properly, what you mean? Can I
Yeah, Mike. Radio so now make sure you for.
At your phone, you know. Near course work, Master, no. Prof, I don't anything.
Mike, about this issue, lady, I'm saying, they said that more in the me. And I say, and said that background interest, there's a lot of natural.
Opium fan to me to my wife. I just want to fat to me to my honor. I don't know. Fat to me to my.
It's Mike, the emission, I'm saying, Sasha of work or no. I'm the MPP constitution, no, baby, no wait here of work.
Yeah.
And now, Obi also, I say,
message, you know, what they call me.
Aha, and the message now, what they call. And the bay problem, amount for ever found. But media maker is Mike, when you be a woman, some call health working here, I'm going to be quite to a bay presidential candidate, Anna.
Debbie.
Me, sure.
A big grand, a big grand delegate grand count.
Into the May patching now, they say, at the end of the day, no delegates non bepa. About bay or more, be a better banner presidential candidates. Only be decided, say, we any a pay. We need a pay. And as a way you who so on no branding, as they didn't cause it on Amwa. Obit my Boama NPP a bina. A conim and I said in Kunim. Into as to near Muye in an idea. Me to me an idea, and Shedda and Ya Bibi, I remember who say in every political party be obeying Bia, no say a bad internal campaigning now. And yet, idea a year, the one only say NPP lifted. Ban say obi a bit me akoso a campaign ama presidential candidate at this stage. And no problem. Can yes idea quite a bit faso. Aye, and I almost cross some of the kind and say I lunch a mantin him fine, that is okay. A man or more my dear, a health work, a man can say first political campaign. But mention near me one way or the other and say, almost highlighting Amma or mine, and as for my man who say MPP is so vibrant when it comes to political party campaigning. And then, you know, me and your delegation at the end of the day, or more amount for pay civils or mokati of Nokrano Emma Bontin Becave. I don't see any big deal about this thing. Only say I am a odd transits, no, I say as party members, if you be free anymore, and no amount for the fun, no media be Mike, at the end of the day, no, the enemy person make an engine and say,
open your say, so bet me you must some of your Noaka and the Yami free Western region. Say we was any Amana any kind I all MPP no and so how do you see it? But you obey me man. Because you don't see anything wrong with assembly course no. Obey me actually mukakra.
Oh, Master, make us a name who anything wrong with assembly course no. I am not saying say near obi yet. I'm not saying near obi yet. What I'm trying to let you understand is that even one more amount for perception, I can say a kutia or monogram. You know where I'm coming from. So I'm very careful when I'm choosing my words. The Americans say, in order not to damage the image of the party, no, let it go. So what are you condemning? I'm saying I lunch a man to grow in more. Fine. So see, I can't yet more against our door. I mean, hopes and near in your kind. Obi and himself kind. He's coming back to retract what he said. They make an and say MPP need a unified body.
we are not fighting against ourselves in NPP now. Lemon you day in my here and say no kono and the opposition party or one why I been so well be here could free NPP. I think that's what I'm trying to say. There's a new kind of opinion, you can do some kind of moment and more met Marcus. I don't know, it's affecting me. But I'm not saying that because I am looking for the unity of the party, and that is to be left in the House of the Delegates. Say, normally the dear Bobon, Yakwa said, a lamentation, the book of lamentation, or Bible, Yakwa use a chapter on the Yam 1 Yam who's where the DBA more. You continue lamenting. Why not the solutions? Why not find ways? Say, idea Mufi says, no, they should call them to order. That's what I'm trying to say. So I am not saying anymore where I say, and that is what I'm trying to avoid. Until I'm on the sideline because me could go over Casibia and I'm my bias. No, that's why I'm also on the sideline. Because the unity of the party that matters. But not the infighting. So if we want to break the 8, these are not some of the things that will help us break the 8.
Bro, and it's for crying, yes, internal fight.
That is it. That is it. And to be very frank with you, some of us have got history to talk about when it comes to NDC, MPP, I mean, party politics. It's the only party in the say, Sunny may in a Maya, which rate 208 and as if we buy and send the Brea by Inam, if we Sunny me. Are we not learning our lessons? We are going to highlight this thing for a long time.
No, correct.
Yes, you would have you.
But Ali, send me a working. I think it's about time, say, any puppy do a monisi form. Punishment, yeah, demand crophobia.
And Mike, anybody, you're very, very important to us now, more than UCCA. When they do see Bidana.
Oh, a BS penna. Baby, I know, a different to Ali. We want to break the 8. Can we do the same thing like we used to do to break the 8?
So it means we are not learning our lessons, yes, sir.
Now we're 2020. You got to Abare, near to Parliament.
I don't see a big deal about this thing. Say, what I'm trying to say is that if we have people who are coming out to do these things now at the end of the day, or more, they didn't even have the permission of the supposed personnel or more company, and I say they are trying to make the health work for me. I don't see anything because Nippon make us when the sanctions on Monkonque. And then Nippon saw me and so more, and yet Nippon, I can't show them some Monkonque, the health work no way. And there's no law banning it. Let's be frank with ourselves. China, let's another ye, let's me fancy a yako. Near Minyokuma about me, I'm in the same town. A bundles almost a year of my health worker. What are we going to say? That is why I'm trying to say that that is not what is important now. They have done this, it's gone. We need a unified body as at now to fight and make sure that is me breaking the 8 and a bit more battle. Mike, may come in, may or non come in person the call crowd voice. Mike, what I'm trying to see now on the same with a MPP structure now, we have got MPP have got this constitution, and MPP fronts on anything that will bring a lot of name fans say death can be a bit Myanmar. MPP will lose a more image in the face of the public or its teaming supporters. It is only the name be about the two. Someone say, Sanya me, anyone, even person obey. And that's some people also HS and so our constitutional say, yeah, we are not doing a campaign where we are doing a health work. Fine. So if we feel if that is so what he said is also rumors coming out is that my voice because say if the MPP make a mistake and sanction a chairman say the BC. So what? People are calling for the sanction. And the criminal MPs here, is going to bring a lot of implications into the party. Meanwhile, no, as of now, no, Mike, my name is a question. Why not Babonti Abeka say? Ababonti publicly, Abigna is so oja a year, presidential a year, Obeko. Alan Chairman Abeka. Baumio Ababeka.
Kennedy Abeka.
Maybe, sir, I asked about some people. I'm asking about some people. Let me finish, my brother. That is not your issue. Oh, no, that is not any party you are talking about. That's not, it's not part of your problem. What I'm trying to say is that those Alan Chamantini Baumia, have they come out publicly to come and announce their candidature? Mark, meet my one. Hello, Mike. Mike. Hello, Mike. Hello.
Master Twaso na you na Mike Nkwani. Actually, home.
He's a moderator and he must control what I'm saying or what I'm not saying.
He's not there. He's not there. There are so many people listening to you.
You're on the air.
You.
See, the big change is at the end of the day, what we are trying to say, what is important at a party is a human party, our form of government, is what is very important. The Commander Sugar Factory has just started a test production. A month winning about passing a fan Commander Sugar Factory. 2016, an amount of about 35 million. I could give free India Exim Bank. You need 200 more say Kayadi. I need a new answer. And as I need Uncle Emma Ejumano Etosi. The MPP party came on and took this upon their shoulders, no matter the situation after the bashing. And in true, I some half-baked journalists who only crave for their stomachs, no, echo honomo. A cocoto, she almost a city lady call honomo, for highlight, he said, or honomo production starting. Yeah?
Me a solo, me a call, be quick and answer me.
No problem. I'm back. I highlight is a honomo, city, no producing free. At the end of the day, you know, what happened? It was just a lie.
And
you might me this, I said. The Ghanaians come out to condemn, say, side journalists have big journalists, no, you are here, you know. Did you hear anything about this?
As a
man, they came. Mike, so far, about the United said they were going to I will share a profile as I say, Krano, or mobile take you over as an investor, and that I think is the Park Agrotech Ghana Limited.
Yeah.
The government is expecting $28 million. Dollars here, they question side project. Moses here. Remember, 11 million and initial capital. I'm the fan of my and I mean, say, so share on my being said, sugar cane, you are more mobile to APN, be 11 million, so be now only 6 million. So I year, I mean, the maintenance of, I mean, machinery and so forth, and a money bit more cost.
Yeah.
I'm not buying this about 7,300 a human bit my back, both directly and indirectly. Or more BPS, so value chain. Like I said, the way never to 60 no, we never get cotton, we never could be I rent a PDN. We never the day say when the at the end of the day, we were targeting about 7,300. Employment along the value chain. Into my demi patching now, they say there are a lot of things. I miss the Toma, I miss the Nyama air. I mind, I mean, if I say the whole world, no, I guess, will be who's a name maybe CC in Tiny Yenny, a war yenny, now so be make sure say. Near Eden and Nison. And Oye. Namadu has never been shaken. Namadu is the type you cannot easily move him. I did then this also pass away and obey. Now let's look at this. Mike, so we share a new man Namadu did two in this so a pass away. Meaning and ye be as will be bit my kind of say, and no one yes obey. Even though near my ACC seeing in our noir, I may be seeing in our no beer be other near Putuno, so Guyana. I get the 111, Nanando, Oguso away, Winyaye. So we share I mean, hospitals now, why am I being so here? Two special hospitals in the middle and the northern belts. Regional hospital, also in the western region, renovation of young regional hospital. See, Oguso. I miss the pandemic here, but drew any Russian year amount for me and capacity. This man is still working and making sure so also. Why you go multi-purpose dam here, man, for and we can't pick and Nancy Okoye. Mike, it is going to help revamp the tomato, factory at Palabu. Now all these things come into that. Now we get tomato you beer, Oboko you be a friend you melon. Oboko Jebe walk out when you two Palabu bridge and about Woka Bogan. You see all these things happening. As yet, mean yes, a friend said, Palabu damp it, me banner irrigation system, it may be here any year. There's going to be a lot of employment.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to generate a lot of electricity. A lot of things are going to happen. Now we share about 993 million.
Wow.
993 million. And the Russians so Obi Dam so they are going to elevate 165 meters near the Palabu Bridge. A best somewhere about 60 MW of installed capacity and I bet Mama Namwadi and Amokan say I yeah. Now if you can now so I be babet here must about 25,000 I land the acres of land I bet me and my irrigation. Amanabaso. Share. So what Malina could be to Sabotanga. A dear no voter like irrigation no we hear empty memoir. Okotono. Ewanavungwa. These are some of the things. So Zia Ewoboga, these are some of the things. It's Mike. These are the abiding in a new influence. So, or can't go by your tamale. High interchange amount for them. Hasn't he done it? He was never shaken.
Yeah.
Peter Crowdy interchange. He has never shaken.
Oguso, yeah.
Kumasi Central Market redevelopment. He has never shaken. One district, one factory. Emerson will pay about start factory at Canada, Japan. And you know, I'm anting near to orders as type as specifically. I'm not wrong. And what we are trying to say is that the government, no matter the situation that we are going, or abandon or more focus on the person. My friend, General Hospital.
Yeah.
Person you say a friend of Labadi. Omukuso moye. Mike. National Cathedral area I was so suspended and the main camp has some credit. Now one look Mass International Airport.
Yeah.
My team is a screen and no cofane. Now we have a situation where we have an opposition party. They say a new Mapiano said, Puntu, you are the meaning a bit free generation of revenue out of money bit me generating. Here, internal revenue, I mean, generated revenue bit my boy. That's a big opposition party. I'm an Ababe Naso, Ababe Casse. Because I target here, I'm for generation of revenue a bit maybe Abama Buntu Abamanian. Yeniaje, no Mubunus. Mike, on my benny, woman. Kesa omaye you amuchire kwa you kwa nanso mpuntu adwuma da abano ani so zo ka so ye wo start so wo ye ansa na sa de mebe won ka go be ja onyanso
yeah
the realization of administration beach road in Ngwa interchange Mike some so kasa wo ka eni mebe ube ka abano aye fe no MPP abano and nana adodankwa ene Dr. Baumia ene ni minister na agency omonyeso so be no be etie ni esi ye so technological change innovations eye nyema bi a etime bo oman mo de tumpo nti mami bi say are we not doing it is the government not doing it what about Baumia enyema o mo de bezisi adefo nyema o de bezisi esi akwa mu gina no and only one thing that you know more buying tumpo.
Yeah.
Well, we need appropriate government economic policies. And it may be say a buying one yana.
Oh yeah.
Your point is what the CCC are going. So yes, we are on my against let us pull him down. The baby I mean different ideas because question go for a more. This is a wicked. Mike, you're here supportive social institutions. My minister says, are we not having them?
Mm-hmm.
So we have modernization of farm structures to meet rising food, demands, silos, ESTB, modern agri-technology. You're training conform the board. Our agri schools. No matter about the boy, your farmers, no matter using different technologies, are there for a parcel. It's mama increase in food production. Yeah, I see. We are doing it, and we are getting food. Creating effective supporting system. And buy at here, send the so this particular department, I must say this particular sector, any here supporting system. Abana and I've so obeboa. Why your breakfast will be a beboa? It's in a what tea and kukua. I hear no what to say supporting systems are. A bit mabwa. I must have departments and I said sectors and agencies no tumpo. One funny thing they say, changing the rural environment to improve levels of living here. Again, very, very important to me. So, say the first, no, be one no be a marketers who was on the mankind, no be a marketers on the cook massy. And numbers are planting for food and jobs. And numbers are factories here, ye one district, one factory, baby. And my you for me to be a home, find a bar and cast and cook massy aqua with the pipe. Obi away serious, be away very native. Be a faha, not a faha. Which mean you might. I'm a brother to
Ali, we are now why and not yet me a rapport.
Lady Mike, where do you meet Jamma here? Or be a better to be young.
I can't say what you are.
Was it?
Make a year and what stop it.
Oh, David, medium some of which we is already because I may come in and then
all right, that's where Prof. Ali Niatin and Kane live from the Amenado studios. Now, when him say, one man, a call, a year, Alan program Nibin, and also once a macquaye, Adibia, a war. The video be about one thing, or more musu free, a bit free, and cranet tema, a said that for bus. Echo, Yentia or Mosun Sama, whatever. One more time. Muntiani Obi say ofri tema. And what naka mo 51 a.m. Fitiano Panoa could do Kumasi. And I'll call walk on the nursing in Atata. Obi 50 CDs. I say, Obi so quiet, no, Okitan agenda. On him says, Kabiko flow. Hey, adio. Nanso 50 CDs. As a member, me penny way. Shame 50 CDs na mude mame. Adame yakola. Muntie asemnibi. Muntie one more time. He said, yeah, Obi a baby. A come. What are there? Also, no, so cry a delegate. Hey, I do. I do, man. I have been so awesome. Or your delegate, a bedroom. About one bedroom. One amount for better. All right. And you're up on happen now. Ain't me, Emfa NC. My mini can call. Mini can call of a Kwame. Ajakwaku, that's all. Me go Ajakwaku first. Na mention adventure 3 minutes. Now writing up, mammy. Ajakwaku. Ojatana, what do you mean? All right. Jatana, ready. Mammy go for Kwame. Of a Kwame, ready.
Now, I was on the one playing.
Hey, Kizito, Fatame, Mr. Mumma, Kizito. Now, family names hotel. Kizito, Fatame, why? Fatame na. My main foul quick. Uncle, Yentio.
Yo, Mike, my dad, my meat, and my meat, you
Yeah, Joseph.
I kept on. Now, I can't make time say. And then you told me, baby, and can you say, but
Yes, say, Pantipo say. Ebo ye ma bora. Ebo utambura. Etan ye. What you say?
Meti, I say, Meti.
Yeah. Ebo utambura. Etan ye.
Etan ye. Ebo utambura.
Etan ese befi ase ho. What dream? Into monsa abesha uyem. Uyem. I didn't cry now, Copper Silence, and I think walk here, but Mike.
Is it
2008. 2008. Sergeant Trematin Huase said, oh, you're patriotic.
Yeah.
And I'm in another coin with you. Oh, yeah, the patriotic team.
Yeah.
I just said my coalition, my loose one, yes, my uncle, yeah. Nanka, what for supporters, say, oh, your coalition, the losing to Mude, oh, yeah, party back, oh, be a fan of what M1 Amenado, na uncle. No, no, Babon Timber cat say, no supporters in the 2008. What's the most supporters in Tuaba? First round, second round, I sent to read first round, 1 2 Alentamati supporters. And then a couple in defeat in the buy.
Wow.
And February do second round now. Oh, Sadiano, and Yano, Unquafono Metono, oh, Mama. So we want more on 22nd round, Kawama, and I made the lose election. Nanka. Se wo adwin pa na wo ma Amenado koya nka Amenado year 2016 nti nka wo na nka wo se Amenado ni wo a wo na ho no nka wo so wo 2016 na this time kwa ka 2 years na wo so wa hand over anything na me say ebo twabura etan yim
no kre
wo internet mati onu koya wo asem no be say no so oni mo hwi o oni mo hwi a then na sesa wo ye come out
na be came
for a press conference na deny enkofo no nyina say wo ni mo hwi but enye obi da pro phone so waka che say wo ni mo hwi na che say wo wi opoma na odisa work na ni mu no no ye MCU Kumasi o no presiding member e wo Kumasi assembly ho.
Wow.
Metropolitan Assembly. Opoma. O pesikati na obesama o. O se ma ne kase wanantia, na meni so wanantia, obi ama no hwe.
Oye ma do oye assemblyman or rise by presiding
American about presiding member.
My about some no ye can was say I didn't want to go deep into it. I don't know maybe I can was you see what is coming out.
Iti Mike. So wo mo so wo pedia ene ye be ko ne star. Talent amateur so ni mo hwe ya. Na o me 2028 die ni bi. Omra bonto o me press conference. No deny nkofo no kan che o se me so obi aye. Na BBC a wo hold nkofo no responsible. Say opoma no ayi o. They say on so what business and what into okokasa me de nipa 5,000 be gua bonto no makọ demonstration o calculate sika no wakoje e bi na ma me ne kabu no wo koda da won say e be ma musika
obaya 50 cedis
udi agree we e chomenu a e adi papa me kai opoma nkoya Dr. Gideon Buako obi ka se me na Gideon Buako eba na obe responding oboma babonti be ka teni se Gideon Buako ye small boy nto onye di wo ho no wo poma wenye aduhi wo poma wenye aduhi ti yesi e ka politics wo poma wo meye wenye aduhi odi kan mo kwa meye na wo opoma enti ne mebi wo no Mike enti se ye hwe na ye bi ye ni go so. Say ye kase obi ato Ghana japade a ɛyɛ NDC for me see NDC executive present and all the executives nyina wɔn nyina obi ato property ni bi mopa monkofa agbodo no national implementation committee head monkofa numra no fa the list emra no be che on fa trouble no obi ehu se osimasi uto we mike uto we ni yenhwe se NDC for ahi na wo wotunto ya tunto bi ma asore ma na ayi kwanchi ankra enye rollins na ton ayi hono ma no baby ana ayi sa ayi
fish
enye Japan motor de mi fe hona ayi open day adinasa mi wo plant pool na hona plant pool wo baby akwanchi ankra won na hona plant pool wo
yeah yes
and then what man ahi wonder bonten won beka wonder bonten so san won beko ne dia ye beko ne pepepe emu nipa ene japade enyama ehwere wo Ghana no se ne wo mo ko no ye beko ne sa because ye nyo facts no Mai, me bobo sando eso. Obosu yi wai. Se dano, me be ka sando eso na oposu yi so. Opa mi cho na me ye ni kakra. Ko sando ye ni pa o me ye ni kakra. Popsin. Onde to person ni guasi wo Ghana. Nya wa start no. Either so obi twa so ana so obi jai. Ebe ya ma ọnụ nkasa wanhwe ọman ko nturu utina mu nton kana no ntu ebe bo ano pa politics ni be bia ye duru se ye kaso anya hwe a nkofo de yensika bedwa nanka na do no yi enti ayi po sado so hu ye Mike mi also
what's papa etio
po sado so hu ye wa hu papa na me de me so on kana no tum me man one day aka ho ma hwe 10 years da be no koye sa na so we say the Monday Tuesday no ba apologize ana na so wa me renda apology a so ye no be ko papa Asa Hobson do no anime. So no to me shia me. Hobson. What to me? Ghana no ye dede. Hobson Ghana no ye dede. Na Mike. Me work na wo mo kwai no. Me de pa o.
Sao.
Because yeah. So obi emu wa o. So ma ko work na wi. Ramom Mesa kamasa mu biom se ebowu taboro eta wuyem won banana banana wode ko work no mai won banana
wode ko work no
ya won
David
ana ko hwe na kan ni yi
almost the same
me ye twi wo O level nti ko hwe na kan ni yi
ana almost the same
Ose Alan Cash Edu Wusu wankasa wosu SU eyesu SO eyesu Ose Alan Cash Edu Wusu intala ape na oba besu Obesu pa Alan ape no onu wankasa ne nkofo ne se Alan Edu Wusu interpreter ma do ama Alan say ombesu itoba besu
say bia na spelling mistake
a spelling mistake a sentence it would the banner kwa bontia you should be careful it o say a mistake and o chiro mu say ye wo tuwo hihye yemboto ma nka police for message wo nka police for message ho onti wo mu ye bibia wo mu tuwo mu bo. They have to read between the lines. na sɛ mo sɛ mo bɛkɔ ne saa nti sabi Kumasi mbɛbɛfo ni hɔ
na wɔfa ho
na wabɛgyina hɔ saa de wabɛgyina hɔ sɛ ɛyi vice na ɛfata wɔn Hobson wokura mpo hwɛ wo na wopɛ MP adi hwɛ wo Hobson hwɛ wo na wopɛ MP adi na wo nanka MP sɛw MP ɛsɛw ɛfata hey Hobson calm down yɛn de yɛ calm down meda me se yɛ hwɛ no ɛna kɔpem brada na Mike mo de mo ma yɛ mmɔmpa na sɛ na nyame bi kan na do no ogu project no so ɔyɛ ne project ne hia ne sɛ na abɔ nyɛ kan yɛ betumi account sa nkɔpɔ wɔn bɛ ka asɛm ya na yɛ man from man fa so kora na abɛ counter because wɔn ni message biara de man just say wokokun sɛ a ana wɔn mama yi supporters no brainwash wɔn ɛna hwɛ ɛna ayi afɛrɛ hospital na ayi Muhammad na esiye na ɛna ayi KJT market Muhammad na esiye nti wɔn sɛ wɔn hu project bi ana na do esiye ɛwɔ Kumasi hɔ nti topoman ɛpɛ adwuma yɛ a wɔnum na ɛso yɛ ɔcounter na NDC foɔ no keka no na nyɛ ɔno ankasa ne party mu na ɔde nkyekyɛ mu bɛbɛ mu wɔde nkyekyɛ mu ba yɛn nyinaa president Kufuor ka kyerɛ yi ɔse ɛyɛ sɛ wo party wɔ aba mu na ɔbɛyɛ messenger since na wo party wɔ position na ɔbɛyɛ general secretary nti opoman tɔfo sɛ ɔyɛ obi a ɛnyɛ opoman na ɔselect presidential candidate ɛma NPP ɛyɛ delegates nti ɔngya delegates no sɛ du hɔ a wɔto aba no a ballot no electoral commission kankan na ɔse hei ɔsomasi wo ne wadi nkunum a na yɛama ne nsa so ɔsomasi wo ne wadi nkugu a na wapɛ ne baabi atena ɛnyɛ ɔno na ɔbɛkɔ work akyerɛ nea yɛnto aba ma na adu no so register na wɔyɛ fa wɔn fa ma na yɛn so yɛhwɛ baabi a yɛn so yɛgyina o because yɛn ni number
yɛn wa bisa wɔn
register ni yɛn ni number ni bi number na wɔn keka yɛn ni bi wɔn fa ma ni yɛn tie
yo kisi ko yɛn na fatima yɛ wadarom yɛn ni
kɔbɛ Japan nso mu ka kyerɛ nsɛm sɛ ɔnhwɛ ne yie o na ne nsɛm na ɔbɛtena radio so ɔkeka no ayɛ a ɔnka ne ɔno nso yɛɛyɛ ɛyɛ tia party no ɛno de ɔba ɔnka o ɔno bɛka ne party ɛyɛ tia no ɔno nso bɛka ne ɔyɛ tia party no na kɔbɛ Japan yɛ di wɛkyi a anka abɛn mu nka yɛambɛ bi da biom kɔbɛ Japan ka wɔn tum nai na ɔmo fɛn si a
meda se anko kizito ɛna yɛte ne nke ɔde ne deɛ firi New York abrɛ de yɛmmerɛ no ayɛ be na mame ma obiara 2 minutes na afei yɛntimi ɛmfa ɛmpɔn ogyata na mepakyɛ wɔ
Bacho no so
2 minutes na yɛntimi nkɔ
yo say empanifo na kabi na mede ne ameka twa to an say Ogoni say united we stand, divided we fall. Nti ade bi anso si dan de be ya if in fapem if foundation no nti ya foundation no right you'll be in a mess. Obi am fan interest in nchen ne nkambo na in defeat a common enemy which is the NDC. Na say ya etwitwa ye ho de a ebedu taba ni NDC be hia no na ye prepare ye ho de daw ye nya ho de mfa nko nti obi am fan interest in nchen ne enye ne abeboa party no enye ne abeboa ayi the various factions. Now ayi na nkasa kwa ne nya start parliamentary election problem here not to presidential, so why the need for this? The demand will see.
Yes, Jatana. Quickly, offer Kwame. 2 minutes. Na answer.
Abranti yasem idi yo. Yankan hum. Ana yankan hum on national level, but on party level. Oscar, maybe a could because on my chichi ammonia, it be tries on the body, it be so tries almost to the power. That's where the crisis is. The system in why system and yet because if body was shared that not the home so say the bear or besa finance both sides. Not die a tree of one. One fan obi nekai was in an area no more banwanya agreeing koyama. One fan calling Madame home because the system is not good. That's all. Mike, one class on my radio and my party is a member.
Yeah, that's it. Of a crime and an ordinary for France. Quickly, Namen call Miss Apia Dan Quasto.
I got already a Michel will be the so the Ubia Cano for Kwabino who say parties, but I can assembly a can. Whatever is happening, Biano, I can assemble because the parties definitely a mobile could be the same Baya MPP, Sisia more power in India, Nima Modria, Nima Yin together, Yama Quine, Emano, and say. Not with Changrana because MPP by near anymore. So the end of Mavo Kama Gumanto, name of the brave, and the name of the brave, name of the brave, name of the hands, and the forbidden or movie on Sako 2 coming Gumofu. Everybody see a grind. So I'm Sadio, and Gumo Museum, and a conference California. So, and the photo Kwame Groma. Meanwhile, Kwame Groma in our Masano. I did always want to play game.
Yeah.
Omu tibuko tu kwa mgumo from bankai ebe body in Museum sa Museum because ya information papa bia fe no mari no beti dia na water na ye adwuma na ase nsuo no e company ade ni nyina no duru bobe ni nyina na I stand still Ghana for me ni na ho na mi huya
ana obi no mbeju na se ho de heaven ankasa kwa mpo Museum.
No. What is it?
I yet told it
Mahama say.
We see Nanado Beya, Nanado Beya.
I don't make a one. You see, Mahama, and this is from almost saying, I stand still. And then, yeah, okay. So, be a year Juma, the year Juma is true. Because the Lord, the Baba, yes, home return. They have to do all that to repair and make it work. So, they at a mess, a burial site, Mahama, that woman. Or Obama Mahama Batamis, but be a Kusi or Sayan Basa, Kwame Nidaho, Kuhuna Nado, Omoko Brady, I fed the ended for Buffalo. This is what I'm saying.
Kwakwa need the whole,
and Kwakwa need the whole side. That's Friday. That's it. Then I'm very careful. And this is where will destroy everything, and then they will come and say, oh, Ronaldo, the beer that Ronaldo, no more baby, oh, yeah, Ronaldo, bury outside, Omoboa, they are deceiving us. Oma Ybiama Kwame Groma. Oma Ybiama at a mess. What do you say? Mamma Mena, you may walk on moments on the floor, mine, and Zan Van Gucci. I got a national ID card. Me come work at all. Kofo started here, and for buy 8 years, over to me, and Yamobi and Yabi. And everyone is getting ID card. America is even contemplating on doing the same level of Ghana card in one. We are linking with everything that Ghana did in here. I wish America don't have that kind of card, but now we are thinking about it. Ghana is on the right path, though I'm which way any hiccup kakraba due to economic of the global COVID near the end. But if they pay attention almost to Nema, normally reduce the national budget in one. I think the Nema will be fine. Now I'm gonna afford to me the good benefit of it. So they have better America ha. You enjoy the good benefit of I've been papa on the book of mine, you know, UK near there. Let me tell you, we so happy because the system is working. So the Canadian guy, 24/7. We call retirement. You bet your casa finish that you don't have to go and fight with a retirement fund for everything will be deposited straight into your account.
Let us say, Mr. Apia, no. Mammy call lawyer, so lawyer general. Lawyer me pato for 2 minutes now. I'm a lawyer. Ali. Prof, you ain't here 2 minutes.
My so we are with me, friend.
I'm a friend.
I'm Pacho, just like we are saying, I'm so Omandia between Koma. very essential in the development of any country. Na nyamin chadi and so my any apanya was one. I imagine say any maybe a day be you be on na council send a bit my boy. Not that and no at my bit over the rest of the country now at my boy and into this I will share administrative support and as a you may be a bit my boy and you might call in woman kitten so you baby no some of the intimate confess me kohanama for handy. We have removed a lot of barriers. Send a baby to my boy. I'm out of my no and say ye mano I couldn't. Only I'm making sure so some of the there be that creation and development of infrastructure acquiring a year in amo and then with my boy a miracle. So saying your social order stability and security. A month for baby and then they say they can say it. But they say we may need to turn up crack fine. Until I mean, home. So we create the image of the small enterprise. A man who I take it out opportunity, say responsibility rather. Say, ignore when they tune power. Your people who do, a mining in a man money in art to say, small scale industry, or tune power, advertising here, I mean, a buy my imagine say he's trying to make sure that all this comes to the forefront of the public normal health. I mean, man, what's not financial support? Financial support, we are going to do soon on my far. A binary first what poor and human kitten everywhere, but she, especially with the youth. So we share near maybe a woman could use no more to take to a minimum. It is very, very important. Also, technical and commercial helper. A binary so some enough from me, dear, a war boy. So we want to have a make a small factory, or what some technical advice or woman called for about the human. Fairness of commercial help within the window here in technical know-how be normally about the boy. Training and advice is very, very important. Workshops near in Abano, if we saw more yet, and to be a normal frame, no matter about a hand offer, say accounting a year, say a year, a befa, a blow, and who say, may mammy say, couldn't even make my who if you say a two powers into pawning in a they send them through all these systems. And tonight, the government is doing all that we can do and carrying effort, integrity, and corruption. I mean, champion as for one. I am Cassayan, and you see a pretty year. Let's see a bit matters for. Now, by me, now you see, yes, we are. A binary, let's see. If it's a stadium, Ukraine, so big Marco Stadium, so quite ball. That's all broken as a tool room at that one man. There's also been used to be no idea, no Ramas or Nordico, but the coffee. Mike, can you imagine this? To me, in answer, is any a bind. We need a change. So, yeah, your moral changes, I see a baby to my one man and make him. That's fast. But yes, I'm not Mr. Watts. I think it's been named here. Yeah, it does.
Yo, Ali, Meadows.
Yeah, for 5 minutes, Mr. Yeah.
Oh, Mefro, na, Mamma, bear, Fenam Pensu, Cacrabinum.
Yeah, it does.
Miss Medas, Papa. All right. Sabrede, Hania did you, Madiana?
Hey, now 2 minutes, Roman.
Oh, that's a Siana work as anti-minimum say. We need 2 minutes.
The Siana make us 2 minutes now, the man, Copa, make you a many who may a woman be.
Kizito.
Hey,
Fatu.
Mamma come with me 2 minutes and go 1 minute, Ben, can I make up what Pakwame as some more can say, young come, our national. Oh, dear. Yedi, you let me back. No, could you say, no more than I na masɛn nti ayi mekɔ ka kyerɛ me nkɔpɔ sɛ wɔmbɔ maba so yɛn yɛ sɛ yi labi no wokɔ yɛ contractor na wɔn afa wɔkyi na wɔn ato lɛtɛ ɛde akɔ ayi World Bank sɛ nkurɔfoɔ mama mma wɔn sika no nso yɛn nsa ka ne yɛabɛyɛ interchange ama wo onipa wei aban no bɛfa adwen ma aban no atumi akɔ so mike ka kyerɛ ɔpɔkwa me sɛ saa ayi baako na ɔse yɛn ɛnyɛ deɛ bɛyɛ yie nnɛ ayɛ ɔtena yesu kristo koraa ba a ɔne ɔbonsam renyɛ adwuma nti ka kyerɛ kwa me sɛ mpp yɛne ndc foɔ ni adwen biara fa wɔn adwen wɔn fa wɔn adwen na yɛnso yɛmfa yɛ adwen meda ase
wɔnhyɛ da ase
ɔpɛni akonnwa baako ɛna nipa mmienu opere nti that's the system
nipa mmienu bi ampere ɔbaako te so onipa mmienu bi ampere akonnwa.
All right, thank you people. Namunyina ase papa. Mejafo na ani omudi dwuma no. The prof, Professor Ali was with us. And Afe General, the lawyer from UK. So Ebekaya. Sansuna Ojatana Jakwe Ebekaya. Fakwame from France. Najin Tre Eba. Uncle Kizito Ebekaya.
Living in the world, must stay. But you live in this world. You're living in the world, mama. Somebody go hate you. Somebody go love you.
Tiadopia Sonia that they are not in a video too. Let me see I didn't talk to us soon so proud. I said there is no beer in heaven. In a one million. That's why we drink all the beer. Right here.
Somebody go hate you. There is no beer. That is why we be drinking all the beer. For when we look on your mind to heaven, all our friends will be drinking all the beer. Hey, 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 hey. We wanna know mama mama. Yeah, we wanna know mama miele. Surana mama. Yeah, we wanna know hey, hey, hey. But me my ele para.
Once again, we'll be here tomorrow. Shannon Suma is what Trabati and Kapambia.
There is no beer. That is why we be drinking all the beer.
Tomorrow is Monday.
For when
you more hope and no shows. Okay, you know, I want to watch you. I Cosimu. No people are home, Master. People are Kuma Swadi and Swanya Maya. That's from Kuma or Body. Thank you for listening. Good night, everybody. Stay blessed.